Let's talk fairlease.org.
Feliz Navidad.
A great place to get your next vehicle. Better than any other leasing place in DFW, as we understand it. Some of our advertisers will go there to rent trucks, for their businesses.
I was about to say the proof is in the pudding because people have switched over from other leasing companies and consortiums to Fairlease, but has anyone ever looked at pudding and been like, excellent?
Yeah, done. Done and dusted. It's pudding.
But in any case, Fairlease, the proof is there. Several of our, like Dan said, friends in the commercial game, several people, family members we've heard, got out of bad leases. Julie got out of a bad lease with D&M and got over with Fairlease. Brandon Aubrey and his family got hooked up with vehicles. Well, families is
you
wife.
Only knew
I don't think the kid got a car, but yeah.
Oh, you only knew it was a bad lease, though, once you compared it.
This is true. Yeah. And that's because Fairlease is backed by the Credit Union of Texas. They're there to do community banking. They're not there to, rip you off. So they can work with you. They can work with your business. They'll help you find a vehicle. And they'll do it all while you sit at home and watch ball at fairlease.org.
Fairlease when you don't know what to do about a car. 'Cause car stuff is hard. But not with Fairlease. You don't need a dealership, baby.
Well, hello, friends, and welcome to the Dumb Zone, live today from DFW. We are back. We're back, guys. It's like a dream within a dream, but we're back. I'm here on Rangers Live. I'm Dan McDowell.
I'm Jake Kemp.
I'm Blake Jones.
I'm 30CK.
Henry is here as well. Here is what has been it's the custom, I guess. How would we say? We've come to expect this. It's our buffer day, our show buffer day. I think we all know that I'm a big fan of the buffer day. If you go on a vacation and then you got work, you need a buffer day. You need to get yourself straight. You need a laundry, just get back into things.
Is my audio up?
Maybe a little lingus.
It is now.
You know what I'm talking about? And in the
that's what I just want to play.
Do it again.
That's fine. We'll test my audio. Dan, keep talking about what you need.
Oh, you want me to talk? Okay, I need a buffer day.
Moment.
Okay, it works.
Okay.
Well, I was talking to Dan on Friday about TC doing something on Saturday night. He was like, how could he do it? And
we got back Friday, so in theory you could have done it Saturday, but not like work. You wouldn't have wanted to go to work the next day.
No chance. And I can tell you this, as much as I love Fox 4, didn't really want to drive to Fox 4.
So that's the thing. Blake has taken it upon himself to read the room. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's his own room, because there's a lot of things Blake does that just benefits Blake. Which is fine. I'm not holding that in at all. I'm not just saying something passive aggressive. He schedules us to go high atop my garage and not drive downtown Dallas to the Fox 4 building, where the lovely Game Day Men's Health studio is just exuding tea. Right? Doesn't that Game Day Men's Health studio have more testosterone than? Yeah,
sometimes
above my garage.
Sometimes I feel as if the unhoused are feeling it. I saw one lifting a car and throw it the other day just across the street.
Yeah.
Just being near there.
It exudes. That's why Fox 4 is killing it in the ratings.
Yeah, a lot going on. No, I was excited to get home and get to game day. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, so gameday.dumbzone.com for them. But again, so we're here high atop my garage. Blake has shed the mustache, which takes, 15 years off of his appearance?
How old do I look when I have a mustache?
I don't know, but you look like a little baby now. You
Yeah.
look like a musculoskeletal Blake.
Yeah, you look older, not
On-call availability.
I think a lot of times when people say someone looks older, I mean, obviously, typically it's an insult. But I think when we say it to you, we just mean you look more respectable and authoritative and manly.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like
not going to listen to you now.
It's like
That's why I'm making fun of you.
It's like a +5, -10 type situation. You know, like it's not like I look at you and think, oh, God, Blake looks like he's 45 with a mustache. But I do look at you and I'm like, I will crack the fuck out of that safety if he tells me to. I will lay it on the line right now for that guy. This look you have right now, you couldn't get me to do a jumping jack.
I'm not getting out of the vehicle for you now.
No chance. You want my license and registration? How about this placard I printed out with my civil rights on it? Blake from last week, I would have been asking him what we can do to settle this right
I
here.
was just trying to settle into the week and have a nice, lovely Monday, but all right.
We're not bagging on you.
Okay.
We're saying your youthful appearance.
The good news is it can grow back. And
That's
I know
right.
that we're not allowed to have it during girls' basketball, so
Yeah.
Is that why you shed it? Why did you shed the stash?
I just don't think I can interview high school girls with a mustache.
Is that the thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to I went to one of their practices, and I had a mustache, and I was just watching from the side, and I felt creepy.
Yeah.
And I didn't need their confirmation.
Like if you were 20, the 20 to 25-year-old can get away with the mustache and not be creepy. But
Yeah.
it's clear that you're in your 30s, you got a mustache.
Yeah.
It makes you look 40s.
you had E6 Sportswear make you an Argyle trench coat to wear to practice, which I think was over the line.
Yeah.
I think you
You don't need binoculars when you're on the sideline.
I think you're lying, and I think it's because of you know that you're going to see all of the NFL stars, a place to see and be seen. You'll see Aaron Andrews, Tom Brady, Greg Olson. Berline will be introducing you to Luke Kuechly or something.
Where?
He's about to hit the road. Dude, he's every weekend he's on the field with, like, Tom Brady or whoever.
Yeah, you guys were talking about you couldn't do a show on Saturday, but I did a game on Saturday.
Yeah, he was in Phoenix. That's the one that my wife was, like, almost mad. Not.
What
but,
is
like,
she mad at me now
she's not
for?
mad at you. She's mad at herself. I think it was a moment where she was like, damn.
Whose wife?
Mine. Because I was like, you know where Blake is right now? This game that's on TV. This is where he went from.
Of course,
down.
he gets paid more to do that. We would just still be getting paid the
Most
same.
of my extra stuff doesn't get paid anything. That's part of the problem. But in any case, he's hobnobbing. He can't be looking like a guy from Gilmer.
There is a lot. Yeah.
Don't forget about that, by the way.
Yeah. No, there is something here. I do feel silly walking the NFL press box with a mustache, and I'm trying to grow my hair out a little bit. So I think I just.
What does that mean?
I'm a walking bit. I don't. I'm trying to grow the hair in the back a little bit.
Little mullet.
How long?
I don't know yet. I'm just gonna see how long I can get it before it looks ridiculous. If it's not already ridiculous.
So you're going to go at least November? We're going to just.
That can be tough, man. But although you've shown that you'll bail.
I wonder how long your hair could get. That's awesome.
Man,
I'm
it's
seeing-
dangerous. I was listening to Stavros Halkias talk about this the other day. I never knew him to have hair. Always bald. And during COVID, people were like, it'd be funny if we saw what your hair would do, like Donovan. And then he grew out like this shitty little hair, and everyone's like, that's awesome. And he's
Yeah.
like, now I have this.
The
Like,
Stavi was fully bald?
yeah, he always was baby smooth with a big, huge gap in his teeth. And he got the gap fixed and started growing that little thing on top. Like, don't you think if Donovan grew hair, it'd be so funny that we'd be like, you have to keep this?
Because I was wondering if. Well, I guess Soroy did it.
It was awesome.
Soroy did it.
That was like holding the freak together for like 6 months. Soroy hair bits.
So we're back in DFW, and we have a busy week. Every other day, we will be out doing something publicly.
Dang it, I forgot to clear something with you. He did this once, so I'm going to do it now. Let's buy lunch at Cane Rosso tomorrow. Two against one. It's the one time we're doing it.
Why is it 2 against? Has someone else voted?
He just said yes.
You guys
so
have
it
talked
didn't
to
matter
me?
if he said.
I'm in.
And I'm only doing it because he did it unilaterally once before.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I have a chit to burn. So come get free lunch.
The whole lunch?
We did it before. We've done it once before. His idea. We were in Arlington.
Well, must not have made waves if he doesn't remember.
I thought it was like 50% or something.
We bought, maybe it was 50%.
Whatever we
No,
did in Arlington, we're going to do again.
We bought lunch that one time when people were there, like right there. Those people, it was like 5 people. So we'll do half off. There you go. Thank you, Dan.
There you go. 50% off lunch.
Bring your coworkers. That's a big player for us. Bring people who have never heard the show and say they'll pay for half your lunch, but you got to sit here and listen.
So you have to go to the right place. Cane Rosso in Frisco, the Star in Frisco, right where the Dallas Cowboys are. And they'll be having, I think, night practice Tuesday and Wednesday.
Pre-game
Gearing
with
up.
us.
Pregame with us, and then gearing up. You can go see their practice in the evening, and then they have a Friday night game. Who do we got, Blake?
The Saints.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. That's our final tune-up.
Which,
Hopefully tempers have chilled.
yeah,
Those fines came down after we got off the air on Thursday.
that's a hefty fine. I wish they wouldn't have scheduled it on week 1 of high school football, but they don't care.
Oh.
It's a big deal for me.
I
but
thought
I
you
feel
weren't
like
going to do high school football anymore.
this is my final ride.
Have you announced that?
I'm announcing it.
This is the announcement?
Yep.
Wow.
The retirement tour.
Well,
Is
you
it going to be like
go to
Yes,
Azel and they
so-
Derek
give you like
Jeter?
a
Yeah.
Ter-
thing
Terrell.
that's like wasps. So they hand it to
Sure.
you.
Sure, I'm ready. Whatever gift you've got for me.
This is your final ride
Yeah.
in the Argyle football booth.
Yep.
Every week they're like, here's a headdress from the Indians. It's just another school that hasn't
Yeah, we do
changed
play
their
the
mascot
Indians.
yet.
Play community or Braves, but still.
Respectful.
Not the cowards.
No.
Why don't they have any of those? So Cane Rosso at the Star in Frisco tomorrow. Then we have Business Wednesday. Thank you, Sean Kernan. Then we go to Half Price Books, Northwest Highway, Thursday.
It's a big sale.
Our buddy is at FM Hamlin.
MF.
MF. I know his
MF.
Like Dune.
I know his real first name, but so MF Hamlin having a book signing at that Half Price Books. What?
MF is a funny first
It is.
thing, right? And
I've never heard anybody
and
refer
I'm not
to
going
as
to
that.
jump way ahead here, but we have a lot of Isaiah Standback audio. And one of the things I didn't play for you guys from week 1 is something he did in week 2. He really loves a particular Cowboy running back's name. Here.
The 7th round pick last year out of Clemson.
And Phil Marfa is a big fella. I like to call him Marfa. He's a big back.
When I hear MF, like he wants to say MFer. He wants to say, that's a big motherfucker.
So, and then Saturday night, it is Dumb Zone Comedy Night 2.
Part 2.
Yeah, our second Dumb Zone Comedy Night will be at the Dallas Comedy Club. It is early. If you couldn't make it before and you want to make it, or if you did, whatever, I don't care. Anybody that wants to go can go. It doesn't matter if you went before or not. But we have links to these events, like if you want to buy Comedy Night tickets, or if you want to buy one of MF Hamlin's books and get it signed. Those links are at dumbzone.com and our events page.
Excellent. Thank you.
I would like to do some kind of a weekend check here. I will lead it off by just telling you once again, this happens when I come home from a trip. We come to the house, I open my garage door, and I walk in the house, and I expect the dogs to greet me because they sleep right above the garage. And ever since we had Trident Access Services out here, they have stopped doing so. They literally can't hear the garage door open. That is how quiet it is. So one of the many things I guess they could do for you, they could install whole new garage doors. You can get yourself a gate.
Oh, yeah.
You can go glass if you want.
I never really thought about the stealth element. Like, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
It
whatever.
Could have helped you in the past.
TX Trident.
Possibly.
I sleep in the car, brother. But yeah, for regular people, get in and out of the house with no problems. Yeah, listen, if your garage door is jacked up, you have very little chance of fixing that on your own. So txtrident.com, 817-512-1212. Like Dan said, not just garage doors, but gates. Anything else you can think of that's access related, call and ask him about that. Jeremy and the fellas at txtrident.com.
All right, weekend check. Got back. The dogs didn't wake up. They eventually did. To resume their roles as CEO and HR director of the Dumb Zone. So we got our review. I gave my Airbnb review. It's the only thing I ever review. I don't review anything. If I go back, that's my review. Amazon will be like, rate your... No! I don't understand reviews. I don't understand typing in something to let someone know that it was great.
American Airlines. How was your flight?
I won't answer.
Yeah. Well, I did.
You did? Anyway.
I don't know why I do this. I think at some point, one of them told me that it was helpful, but when I go to Tom Thumb and they're checking everything out, I pick up the little pen and dash them tens in there. Like, I do the whole survey.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because it doesn't take very long. It's, you don't have to. Now, if you get to, like, open-ended answers, then we're moving on.
Yeah, right.
But if we're on, like, a Likert scale or a yes-no or something.
I'll do it for waiters because I think they need that.
And I hate when they ask you to...
But no,
hey, this would really be good for me. Well,
I know.
I hate the fact that it is good for you. I don't...
And see, this is something you don't know a ton about because you don't travel a ton, but you get effing pelted with this when you travel. Because if you go on a tour, you go on an excursion, you have a driver, you have a guide, they don't know a lot of English. TripAdvisor.
So would you
I
like...
need review on TripAdvisor.
Do you want the review or the tip? Which one?
Well...
Because I'd rather just give the tip and I don't have to do much effort.
Everyone gives a tip, or theoretically, but they hit you with that extra thing. However, we have talked before. I mean,
then we'll take a couple off that tip.
No doubt. There are people, the funniest thing is just Google reviews for like the 9/11 memorial or the Western Wall in
now,
Jerusalem.
Reading reviews can be fun.
But yeah, I'm probably no parking. I'm probably not doing much on the review thing either.
But I do like seeing the review given to us as travelers.
Did I leave something? I think I left something.
It makes me warm.
Let's see.
The kind of guest every host hopes for.
Look at
Whoa!
this.
Quiet.
Dumb Zone Nation.
Wonderfully low maintenance. And utterly reliable.
I was kind of worried, honestly.
Big time.
Why? Because you were turning on the air conditioning and said not to?
You redid
That
their
and-
internet.
You rewired their internet?
Yeah,
Listen,
but
the boys
I put it back.
Don't have engineers rent your place.
And I know, like they do some tricks. Like they plugged in the router to like a different power strip. Like that, I think they leave clues to see if people have moved it. And I remember I put everything back, all the connections in the right ports. There's no way they could know.
This guy could have been on Neil's crew.
This is why I'm in love with Blake and what he should pass down to intern Henry.
Maybe a box.
Because if intern Henry goes and gets some chairs out of the attic here, he won't quite put the thing back that blocks the heat from coming back in here.
Yeah.
Like Blake learned long ago that I don't want anyone using my headphones. But he also probably learned, maybe from me, that if you use the headphones but put them back exactly like they were, I won't know it. I don't want people using them, but I also don't want to know about it. So it's kind of
like his wife.
It's kind of exactly like it. Yes. If she does stray, I don't really want to know that.
Right. I don't want to clean it up.
But if it looks the same as when I was there last, right? If it kind of feels the same, we're all going to be it's like whatever.
Right.
You're acting the same.
You don't get anything on you afterward that you didn't before.
Yeah.
What is this on my headphones?
So don't let him give you a hickey, honey. I don't want the hickey.
Sure.
But
well, that's great to hear, and I think that I needed
you went
that
in,
in my
tore
life.
their place apart, and you put it back exactly like it was.
That's what I wanted to hear. No contact. They weren't like, what are these contacts on the...
It says here, we'd host them again in a second.
Let's go.
That's good.
Yeah.
I would go back to that place, 10 of 10.
Speaking of sardines, so then I had to go out, do a little shopping this weekend. And that new app is ruining my life.
Yeah.
Do it.
Because it probably took me 8 times as long to shop. Because now I'm sitting there with this Yuka app in my hand.
Yeah.
God, dude,
I see Yuka, I think the word Luca, so then I'm instantly a little bit sad.
Boy.
And then I'm finding, like, even some of the stuff I eat, and I'm like, oh, this is really healthy. I'm the best. Then I'm like, maybe I should let's just throw it in the... No way! You're telling me all brand buds are poor? Like I'm mixing all brand or something like that with my yogurt in the morning. I'm thinking, oh, that's a good thing, right? That's healthy. No, according to the Yuka app. So now, but it does give you suggestions as to another one to get.
Nice.
So then I bought a bunch of different stuff this weekend, and we're going to see if I like it.
Okay.
It's very exciting.
As long as you're having fun, because you guys watching the paralysis by analysis.
I'm not having any fun at all.
Out in
I wish I
California.
didn't know about this. Now I'm going to look for a better app. That'll be. But some sardines are rated poor. Like, wouldn't you think all sardines are great?
I would.
Apparently not. And then
I just assume anything disgusting is good for you. Like whenever something I'm like that someone's eating something, I'm like, well, I don't know. They're like, but it's good for you. If
well,
it's both,
I got something disgusting for you. And
I don't know.
Then I wanted to show you guys. You know, we all love clickbait ads. Remember the one for you won't believe what Honey Boo Boo's mom looks like now.
Right.
That's.
These 2 foods will make you shit your pants.
I want to show you this one on the video today. If you want to watch on YouTube, you can see it. But that's, this one's for Blake. It says, "Remember him? Better sit down before you see what he looks like now." And you can click on it. It's a picture of big fat Kevin James with a mustache.
Yeah, but isn't Kevin
Chuck and Larry?
Kevin James has always been big and fat.
No, that's a Paul Blart mustache.
But I believe he's kind of ripped now.
Yeah, he's looking good.
Like he's bald.
Went to game day.
I think he was losing his hair, and he decided
Made
to
a
go full bald.
He went bald with beard. Yeah.
And I think he did didn't he do like a I'm a white supremacist movie? And
he was a Nazi or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was in the same role as the sitcom he was on.
That's excellent.
But he had been red pilled.
That's excellent.
That's a term, right?
Enough of one. Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Anyone else? Clayton?
I'm curious when the boys got back.
I tweeted it.
Sorry.
Well, we're on a show now,
And
and we can talk.
No, I know. I had to look at the time. I can't remember the time, Dan.
Time
got
zone
back
switch.
at 3 p.m. on Friday.
3 p.m. Friday, and y'all left.
When did we land?
3 p.m.
Like 5:30.
Thursday.
Oh, okay. Straight 24.
TC told me last night that they beat the projections by 2 hours, which is essentially something that only happens when you're in a car with a logistics officer.
Dude,
Grim's a madman.
Yeah. I
How about
stayed
the
up the whole
heat?
time.
the heat is like this big giant 2x4 that just slammed you in the face the second you walked out of the airport. Like, I can't. It's so thick.
Yeah, and I don't.
There was no ocean breeze. I didn't see one seagull.
I will be registering no complaints because.
Yeah, don't pet him.
Gucci.
Just let him lay there.
He was chill, but something's popping off over there.
I trust you.
I have had, without a doubt, the highest or the lowest average temperature for my surroundings of any summer of my lifetime. Like, I went 20 days in Kauai, 5 days in Washington, and then California for 10 days. Like, I had more than a month in West Coast climate as the Earth was melting here. So it sucked, but I'm not.
Well, they're making it extra hot this weekend to try and balance it all out for you.
That's what I've heard, dude. We might not even legally be able to practice sports. Like, our soccer is open, but they won't let you go when it's at a certain level. So they got back, I think, they beat it. They beat us by 2 hours.
Wait, I'm just hearing Pennsylvania is in for...
I know. There's no doubt. Allegheny just went red. That's a place, right?
It's a river.
So, yeah, we got back. pretty simple ride. Nothing crazy. Roads in New Mexico suck. That's the only thing. TC can sleep. I don't know how that man does it, but he was out for the majority of the drive back.
That's health.
And I know
That's what you think when you look at TC.
You'd be, honestly,
Unbelievable health.
nothing, like Clayton, like we'll say, sometimes seems like, oh, God, this sucks. But you look at TC and you think this is a guy who's going to be like that. He's not.
No.
He's running out and jumping in the ocean and then get up and go. It's time to get up and go.
He told me to book that place for next year the second we leave.
He's just got a
He's
lot.
like, this is the greatest.
He's got a shocking amount of energy for a man who's in possibly the last decade of his life.
Hey.
Well, he thinks it's because of AI, not because
His
of
own yeah. However you get there. Was the wind a factor this time?
No, it was dead still the whole way.
That one time was brutal.
Yeah.
Colorado.
Yeah, Denver. I heard you talking about that.
The TC, yeah.
And when we got to like Amarillo, I was expecting the wind to hit. The wind, darling.
Yeah,
And you could watch TV.
a lot of TVs.
But no,
You just
got
conk
back.
out after that?
When I got home, not really. I stayed up till 8 or 9 and then fell asleep for a couple hours. And then, what was it? Oh, actually, I stayed up late Friday to watch the Rangers game. And
Yeah, he was texting us Rangers opinions, which was, I'll take that anytime.
yeah, we had a sports gummy thought. If you,
I like it. I'll introduce it. Here it is.
Yeah.
If you are going to sign a top-of-market contract in your sport, particularly Corey Seager, who's had not a horrible week. He's getting it back. But if you want to sign a top-of-market contract, we build something in that, like, you know how you can look at value, right? Like, we're paying you $50 million a year, but you produced one win above replacement. That was worth $8 million. Sorry, you're below the deficit. You're going to the front lines in Ukraine. So in the same way that in, like, Korea, you can win sports like Shin Soo Choo did and get out of military compulsory service, in America, if you want the biggest possible like Deshaun Watson right now would be in a tank. If you sign the top 2% of contracts at the time, that's fine. But it comes with a catch. If you severely underperform, we're shipping you overseas as an American citizen. You are bound to 5 years of some sort of military service, and it isn't chair force.
And then we can check your old, I'm real patriotic.
And you still get the money.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You still get the money.
Let's check how patriotic you are, though.
Yeah.
That you support the troops.
But you got to go, buddy. I think it would at least give teams a tool. So anyways. I'll go. I want to start with something from this morning. There's a gas station by Dan's house. It's a gas station bait shop. And if you go there at the right time, you'll get an old man who works there, who I became quite friendly with when I lived over here because I used to go buy booze from him, and he definitely understood. But today I walked in, and I was getting a 5-hour, and he goes, "Hey, you hear they got a nasal spray Viagra now?"
That's his small talk.
And I go, "Yeah."
Wait, the guy at the counter
Yeah. He's
looks
done
at
this
you
before.
and thinks
He's got
here's
jokes.
a guy that needs.
It's one-liners.
Oh, okay.
I
this
tried
is
to
not-
search in our transcripts to see if I could find his last one. It was very vulgar, but I couldn't find it. But same guy, and he goes, "Hey, they got nasal spray Viagra now." I go, "Really?" He goes, "It's for the dickheads." I was like, "I can count on you." He goes, "Some days." I walked out, and I was like, "Damn, this feels good."
I'm using that.
Yeah.
This Saturday night, more of that. Dallas Comedy Club.
That's right.
5 o'clock show.
So Friday night or Thursday night, I'll go back to when we were still in California. Blake and I were up late Thursday night, and I had myself a time watching most of the second half of a WNBA game. It was Fever Wings It was pretty fun.
Well, I just heard something today. Top 5 WNBA broadcasts, ratings-wise, because their ratings are pretty good, but they're all fever games.
Sure.
No one cares about.
Well, last night again, another fever game. But
can I interject another WNBA random thought? Do you think future historians, they're going to look back and they're looking at how do you find out about what was going on in the world? You're going to look at the news cycles, right? Do you think they're going to be like, well, they're going to think there was like this influx of a ton of men that were trying to play in the WNBA because of all the questions and all the articles about it and all the news stories? Like, wow, this must have been one of the bigger things, that they had to somehow sift through. Like, how do we deal with all these men that are attempting to play in women's sports?
yeah, that's
It's just interesting.
depressing and
But
just real talk. The Enes Kanter thing like legit made me sad. Like it
Sad?
felt like a gut punch of just like, what the fuck are we doing?
what do you mean?
Like him showing up, me like, look at me, look, I'm a fucking man.
Oh, I didn't see him. Where
You didn't see this?
where did he show up?
Good.
He was-
Then let's
okay.
not do it because I don't want to do
You
it.
don't even want to touch it?
Well, if he hasn't seen it, then I don't want to.
But now I'm going to
It is legitimately a story that
Just-
I'm like, look at it and I'm like,
He
what?
sat courtside at a game,
Yeah, he's like, I'm just cheering.
and then one of the players approached him.
She was like, he was yelling, she was yelling, and then he, stood up and he's doing like a wrestler move. He's like, I'm just
It
here.
was awesome.
Yeah, I think it's awesome if you're.
Did he throw a
like
dildo on the court?
No, I
he's-
thought that was funny too. I have the audio, but I didn't know. I assumed we were.
Okay.
No,
Anyway,
I don't
sorry.
think it's all. I
sorry
think it's
to
like
interject
a
that
very
quality
shitty,
sports.
hateful thing to do, and I can't wait for someone to beat the brakes off him. Now I'm going to do the thing that I was saying. I hope that that's what happens to him.
Yeah.
Or they send him back. But
Get ice to get him? Is that what you mean?
yeah, his country wants him back.
Okay.
Hatip Erdogan would. I'm sure they can.
Where's
make
he from?
He's from Turkey. Turkey, yay, as they made us call him during the World Cup.
Huh.
They just all of a sudden added yay to the end of their name.
Okay, I must not have watched many of those games.
So, watched that Thursday night, and it truly was the place to see and be seen because it was like, here's Ken Paxton and his daughter wearing chromosome T-shirts.
Oh, Jesus.
And then there was some other, like, local or state Democratic politician, a lady there. And it's just like, that lady actually, I guess, probably cared, but I just can't imagine the situation you end up in as like a conservative thought leader where you're having to go to these games now.
God, you're
And
like,
be
God, really?
Well, okay.
I have to go to a
can't-
WNBA game? All right.
But no, I was made aware. Let me see if I can find the listener's name. But when we were out in LA, we were talking about like the Citizen app, where people upload crime things happening around
I'm
them.
interested in this.
And Sean emailed me and said, "Hey, you got to check out this app, the Crime Radar app." Now, I'm positive that there's some part of being a good lefty that I'm violating here because it does feel weird. But the police scanner has been out there forever. What this app has done is it's just pulling all of the police scanner feeds together and then with some AI and automation, putting it all in an app. And it's a lot of stupid stuff, but if you want to see every single emergency call that comes in your area, you can. And you can listen to it. You can filter by your direction or your address. You can also see, of course, where all the sex offenders that are registered in your neighborhood live and what crime they committed.
Do you have that?
Yeah.
You have sex offenders in your neighborhood?
Depends on how you want to define neighborhood, but it ain't too far off. And that'll go for just about anywhere. We were surrounded in Ventura. I'm talking teeming.
Really?
Yeah. But
That's
whatever.
where you go, huh?
I also think probably maybe we make too many people register. I don't know, but you can just pull up like it's like a social media app for you, recent, nearby.
What's the app called?
Crime Radar.
Okay.
Is that what it's called, Blake? Crime Radar. And like I had a call last night that was just like a woman reported her brother-in-law shining a flashlight in their house, annoying her. And Blake had one that was like, what was the one you had on the way from
You've got
home?
annoying brother-in-laws.
Yeah. The one that I thought was really funny is there was a pond by my house, and apparently they caught 2 teenagers having relations in the pond.
Yeah.
What friction?
Yeah.
Ugh,
You always think it's going to be great.
it's not.
So that's how I spend. This is my new hobby. A lot of people are looking for new social media hobbies. This is mine.
You will lose some time.
I got woman crying in truck at apartment parking lot. That's 4 miles from my house this morning.
The other one I had in my neighborhood was a guy was trapped on top of a car with a pit bull barking at him.
That'll happen.
And he has to emasculate himself and call 911.
Hey!
I'm standing on a car. There's a dog.
It's very funny. It's very funny to just kind of see what's happening in your neighborhood. Yeah. I suppose that's all I've got.
Here at the Den, want to remind you that, I don't know, it'd be really hot if we didn't have Qualis Roofing.
Oh, my God. Think of it.
It would just be open air.
You'd have to have a sunscreen or a poncho shirt.
Yeah. So Qualis Roofing, I have an email here from Jay, which was just sent to us recently. He says, I had these guys come out and replace my roof recently. John and his team did an outstanding job and provide a high-quality product, much like when Harry put the special set of matched tires on Cole's car so he could pass on the outside at Darlington in Days of Thunder. They take that same set of matched tires and they put them on your roof. 5 stars. We like that when we get people that give us reviews. I started today's show by saying I just don't do that. And I don't. But what do you want to just be like me?
Yeah.
What do you like, Jake? And just want to copy me? You should write a review if you've had Qualis Roofing come out to your house, because we've had tons of people take advantage of their bits.
We have 817-500-9008, QualisGC.com. Good people, good work, nary a bad word, and if you get your roof replaced, they'll get you a sit-in. So they're going to deal with the insurance company.
What's their other bit this month?
This
Do you have
month,
that?
they will, well, let's go back up to the top here.
Yeah.
Back up to the top. Yes.
It's hard to scroll by all those
A
testimonials.
lot of reviews. They're going to give away a Traeger Blackstone grill and a $100 gift card to Eatsy's for cooking supplies for the new grill to anyone that gets a roof inspection this month. So you got about a week.
That's free.
Free roof inspection, and in the event you need work, you get it done, you get a sit-in. They're dealing with the insurance company. It's QualisGC.com.
So you guys, I don't know no, I guess we didn't. We went to Santa Barbara Airport rather than LAX on this trip.
What a pleasure. Thank you to Benji for not only hooking us up with some tickets, but teaching us about the greatness of the Santa Barbara Airport.
Mm-hmm.
If I can never go to LAX again,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like if I'm going to LA, I might fly into Santa Barbara Airport. It's a pleasure. There's like 4 gates.
Yeah.
It's tiny.
The baggage claim is just they open up these doors and there's the cart with a person just putting them out there.
Yeah, there's
no intercom. They just say, "This is Dallas."
Yeah, they just start screaming at you. It's great.
Yeah, really small airport. And I had to go to Seattle the weekend that we were out there, and I had to drive down to LAX, and it was awful. Had to park off site. You had to shuttle to the temporary gate. It was horrible. But yeah.
Santa Barbara Airport also decorated like a Joe T. Garcia's. So if you're interested in like feeling like they have chips there,
Yeah.
you're gonna feel at home.
But anyway, when we got inside, y'all went your way, I went mine. I was headed to Phoenix. You talked about the weather. We left Santa Barbara. It was 72. I landed, keep in mind, at like 6 o'clock in the evening, 108 in Phoenix. And I know it's a dry heat, and I get it. I would probably take the dry heat over what we have in Texas, but just the car is hot. It smells like burnt concrete everywhere. God, I don't know how they do it. So I had to rent a car, and I thought this was neat. So typically, like your wife will do this, right, Dan? Walk around the car, take pictures of every scratch because you don't want to get dinged by them, so to speak. Driving out, I had to drive through like this little gate thing, and the guy told me that it was using like 100 cameras, and it took 50,000 pictures of my car as I drove out, and it uses AI to detect every little scratch and ding, and so whenever you return it, you drive through it, and it can tell if it's been damaged or not.
Makes sense.
So much better than two humans getting together. I think that was there. No, it wasn't.
Better,
Yeah.
but two humans, they probably miss a lot. You get a
Yeah.
tiny scratch now, they're going to know you were the one driving.
Yeah, but if they missed it before, now they all of a sudden are like, hey, you. Now it's
That's
you. Now you're just like,
Wrongly attributed.
Check the next-gen stats.
Yeah.
They need something like that with bathrooms. Like, you ever go to a party and some guy didn't flush all the way or something?
Yeah.
And the bathroom stinks, and then you're like, wait, I'm only going here to go number one. And then you get out, you walk out, and then there's a hot chick about to walk in, and it's like,
I didn't
wait,
do that.
no.
Awful.
I want her to see the replay. When I walked in, you should have seen what it looked like.
Right.
Because otherwise you would have just been probably
Yeah,
having
you'd
sex
been
in
like,
there.
yeah.
Boning.
So I got to Phoenix. I got to the hotel 7-ish, which was 4 hours before my screening for the Odyssey that I went to go see.
11 p.m.
11 p.m. Odyssey at a Phoenix IMAX.
Nice.
Walked out of that place
Solo,
at 2 a.m.
or did you go with Berline?
Just me. Just me. Maybe we do a longer review at some point. I would really like to talk about it. I don't know, because of how hard it is to get a ticket, if people are still wanting to see it.
From what I understand, it's a pretty old story that if you don't know it by now,
Yeah,
like it's not a spoiler thing, right?
Well, I don't know that. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
but I don't want to ruin someone's experience. But
I literally think you have zero to worry about on spoiling the story of Odysseus.
But you love spoiling stuff for people.
Let me tell you something. Jesus,
that
around
true?
the mid part, he's born.
Uh-huh.
They kill him. He comes back. He dies again.
In the Odyssey?
No, in the Bible.
Oh.
And, that's not a spoiler. It's one of the most widely read texts in human history. The Odyssey is okay. Guess what? He's on a trip. Some may say
Is
an
it
Odyssey.
short? Is it just kind of a quick little
You're fine.
3-day weekend?
I didn't care for the movie. I think Odysseus is a horrible character, a terrible leader. And basically the entire story of him trying to get back home is nullified when he says, I'll just exile myself. So, hey, wife, you've been waiting on me all this time, waiting for me to come back. I'm going to leave again. And this little bastard kid I haven't raised to do anything, he's in charge now, even though he's shown he's not capable. All of the guys that came with me, dead. And they knew it from the beginning. I still made him go. Horrible. He's horrible. And then because Christopher Nolan did it, everyone's got to act like this is some magic piece of art. It's the same reason like we get mad at the Oscars for saying, hey, film is important to people. It's because of movies like this that want to make you seem like it's more important than it is. 2 thumbs down.
So they should have. Kevin James might have been able to maybe save this piece of trash.
I don't know. I thought,
Kevin James as Odysseus. You've got me. I'm
Okay.
going to be honest.
And what's crazy is I didn't know a ton about it. So Elliot Page was a big deal. Very minor character. I didn't even know Matt Damon was the main guy.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know.
The
Okay.
LA Page thing.
Why was Elliot Page a big deal? Because she or he was in, what's it called? Christopher Nolan's big
Inception?
Inception, yeah, right?
I think it's just that the
As
person is not the same person they were
Not
before, so now
historically
it's like.
accurate.
Yeah, who cares?
Which part was the not historically accurate? Was the
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott was in it?
That was who was at the beginning.
what?
Oh, with the stick?
The slam poetry.
Oh, good for him.
I was more.
He killed people at his concert.
I know that Bernthal's wife in the movie, the twin sister being black, that got a lot of people.
Oh, Helen of Troy?
Correct. But
Who cares?
That's the one that. Well, I don't. I obviously don't. I didn't know anything about the movie really going.
Was she a mermaid?
Other than no, other than I'd read the stories.
And so I was like your wife. I'd missed it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I can respect its historical importance. I understand most stories are based off of this story in some way. Just wasn't for me, and I apologize.
No, I think if that's what you took from it, then that's what you took from it. I have some quibbles with the story myself, but I think that it's probably a lesson. Like, you want to rate Jesus Cristo's leadership here? Because it's the same story. I don't know if, all these stories are like a human beings struggle with like themselves and as they try to teach other people, right?
What is Odysseus teaching anyone?
How not to be a dad.
How not to do a lot of things.
I think
you didn't have to stab the giant in the eye.
I think that was fucking awesome, and you know it.
Okay, but he got some of his guys killed just because you have a little temper.
Okay,
it's not a good leader.
He didn't know that was Poseidon's son, and sometimes you got to get a little lick back on people on the way out.
What? Okay, all right, go ahead.
But no, I think that's the lesson. You're pointing it out. His whole bit is like. And I should not say that. I'm not qualified to say this. But it's like the tension between what he owes the state and what he owes his family and what he owes himself. So, like, he's got to make this choice to leave, and she's like, what if you never come back? And he's like, yeah, bitch, I'm probably not coming back. I got to do this, or this whole thing's going to fall apart. And so he's got to go, not even knowing if it'll work. And then he realizes at some point, this ruined everything.
Well, yeah, because the original fear is that men of the sea are going to come and attack. Guess what? You became a man of the sea by going and attacking Troy.
That's the lesson.
The horse thing was cool.
It broke the trust of the world.
Yeah, and that was his fault.
And now Enes Kanter is at WNBA games on his own personal Odyssey. Well, I'm glad you went to see it.
I'm glad I got to see it. The you know how when you're watching YouTube TV during the NBA Finals, the little
turns into a Larry O'Brien trophy.
When I was trying to pick my seat for this IMAX, the taken seats were little Spartan helmets. That's funny.
Whatever,
Yeah. So did the game. Cardinal Stadium, very nice. Second time going there. First time was TCU and Michigan playoff game.
Had to show my wife the time-lapse grass video.
Yeah.
On TV, especially on CBS 11, the color really, really pops. And she was like, what is this? I'm like, check this shit out. They roll it all the way out on a conveyor belt, let it get some sun, and bring it back in.
Yeah. Really cool stadium. I was flying.
Did you meet the Wolfman?
God, the elusive Ron Wolfley.
He's the real wrestler. He sounds like a WWE wrestler.
Oh, you're not gonna believe this, Jacoby
He's their color commentator.
No.
Oh,
I guess
okay.
I should have.
Maybe I should. If we play them again this year, I'll have you search him. Try and find him.
We've tried to book him forever.
Yeah.
No, I missed him. So traveling by myself, I will flirt with missing my flight because I don't want to get to the gate and sit. I had to board at 8 a.m. I parked the rental car at 7:30.
Wow.
I got off of the shuttle.
Wait. Okay, board. Okay.
I got off. You park the rental car, then you get on a shuttle that then takes you to the airport. I walk off of the shuttle at 7:52. I get through security and I get to the gate as my boarding group is being called.
King.
I don't play like that anymore, man.
Nailed it.
I missed one flight sober and I was like, this is it. We're never doing this again.
I like the little rush.
I don't know, man. I've in my younger days.
I like it a little bit. You remember on one of my flights, I showed up and there was someone in my seat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you just
took it?
Yeah.
Well, I switched seats again on my plane ride home.
Someone came and asked you?
No. It was actually this family that did not speak any English. A kid, maybe about 6 years old, sat in the middle next to me. I had the window. And it didn't matter that we spoke different languages because I think in some ways we all have similar words or expressions. He sat down and he goes, "Aw," connecting that he was stuck in the middle. And so I looked at his dad. I pointed to him, my seat, me, your seat, and we did a little switch so the kid could have the window. Is that acceptable?
But you're sitting in the middle now?
Now I'm in the aisle.
Yeah, I think
That's better.
Yeah, I mean,
All
it
right.
depends on how you rank them personally, but
So Dad had to sit in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, if you weren't taking the middle, yeah. Because I like the aisle, for sure.
I felt good about that trade.
yeah, you want to get a little flight attendant bottom up against your elbow, you know?
Yeah. Loved it.
Little graze.
And then my final thing, so I was gone for 11 days. My kids changed a lot. I've heard Dan talk about this a ton. And yeah, I get back and, Brooks's reading level has accelerated. Benny is so much taller than he was. He's making more noises. He's screaming now, apparently.
Walking?
No, he'll take a few steps, but we're not all the way there yet. But just how your kids can change on a 2-week trip at those ages it's almost like you had to get to know them again, almost.
It's unbelievable, really, when they're that young, a couple weeks.
Because even holding Benny, like, you used to fit pretty good. Now you're longer, and it's just awkward. And, yeah, Brooks is reading new books, and it's like he's moved on a little bit from where I left him.
Dude, I came home like a tornado. Like, hey, Dad wasn't home for the start of school. The school year starts now. I wasn't here for the first 7-8 days. Your mom's been. Remember whenever you used to go by Bill Geiger at work, and you'd be like, "Bill, what's up, man? How you doing?" He'd go, "Hanging on," and he put his fists up like he was a cat on a fence.
Yeah.
Hanging on,
Barely hanging.
barely hanging on. That's where my wife was the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's how it is when I'm gone. But I got back and I was like, look, we got chore charts. We got rewards we can earn. We got stuff we can lose. We got responsibilities. I thought you were happy I was home. I need you to come over here and do 15 minutes on piano. I need 15 minutes on FIFA between the two of you. I'm making them do that. We got a schedule. So if you want Dad home,
You're making them play video games.
I make them play FIFA
Wow.
exclusively.
Generations have changed.
I told you about this a couple weeks ago, and I know this probably sounds really stupid, but I seriously think that sports video games do so much for your understanding of the game and allow you to play it and enjoy it in a way that I think a lot of girls miss out on.
I think this is a great theory because they can see, like, they're looking at the whole field then
That's what I'm saying.
and then analyzing it in a different way from your POV if you are on the field.
100%.
Yeah.
And I know that, like, it's cliche.
I wonder if this will work.
To be like, oh, Madden is why this or that, but
Yeah.
I also know that for me when I was growing up, and I saw some guy was getting
Mike McDaniel grew up playing Madden.
100%.
Yeah.
Right? And so to me, like, it just makes sense that I need them to understand offense and defense. And it takes like 2 minutes where Nora's like, I don't want to do this. Like, he's going to beat me because my son's already got stick control. And within like 2 minutes, Nora's like, not at my house. Get that out of here. Like, she'll start talking shit. And I'm like, that's what I need. And I also need him to lose some. And so he doesn't freak out. You remember, you had a friend one time that I knew his kid growing up, and he was like one of the best athletes from the time, it was him and my brother from the time we were like 5 or 6.
Oh, yeah.
This is not like a shot. I haven't seen these people in a long time. They were fine. Their kid was a giant baby. He cried every time he struck out. He cried anytime he got out, like throw his stuff, freak out. And it was like, he's the best kid out here, but he seems, and so
Competitive.
yeah, but I mean, I think you need the kid at some point to learn, like, hey, I may be really good, but I'm going to lose a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to do that other than just me physically. So sometimes I just like put the computer on super hard and let it kick the shit out of me.
Yeah, I've never really let Brooks win it much.
Yeah.
Because I just never.
You do it for process.
Well, because
I feel like
I was that kid growing up where, yeah, any sort of failure that came my way, I just let it take over me. And I don't know. I don't want to pass that along. But the other thing, too, is, yeah, Brooks is starting soccer practice tonight, his first one. And it's the first sport he's played.
They voted red out there.
And so
No practice.
yeah, we're practicing tonight. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think I'm awaiting an email saying, don't even think about it.
No, we're good.
Well, let's do sports, and today's sports will be brought to us by the same people who brought us out to training camp. Our title sponsor was Plum Quick. And Plum Quick, fast, local, reliable plumbing help when something breaks, leaks, backs up, or needs replacement. What you might want to do is get a Plum Quick home membership. Now that I'm back, we got to get them over here so they can do the annual whole home plumbing inspection. They have a standard tank water heater flush. We have a, what do you call it? We have like the tankless water heater, yeah. They do install those too, if you wanted to get one of those. 1 drain cleaning per year, a camera inspection per year, priority scheduling, they waive the service fee, and 10% off repairs up to $500.
That's just $199 for that Plum Quick home membership. It pays for itself, folks. 469-331-3669, plumquickcompany.com. Heard a story from a listener over the weekend about a buddy of his who his house, he went on vacation, came home, and it was just flooded with sewage.
Oh, no.
It feels like the sort of thing that if you got that home inspection in there, got a camera inspection done, you'd be settled with peace of mind with Plum Quick.
Look at one of their copy points on here is, don't wait until water is coming through the ceiling to figure out who your plumber is.
Yeah.
Save the number now.
The special Dumb Zone number, 469-331-3669. Before you play the sports name, I do want to shout out a listener, and I think his name is Danish. He was on our flight, and I waited on him when I got off. Dan was already hoodied up and, like, celebritying, but the guy came by, and he was like, holy shit, Dan and Blake. Or Dan and Jake. I've been listening all week.
Nice.
On the flight home. You might have barely noticed it, but you were hoodie up.
Sitting?
We're Group 1 boys, so we had been on the plane for some time.
Yeah, I saw the guy when I went one of my 10 trips to the bathroom. I drink a lot of water. But I also used the first-class bathroom for the first time.
Did you smell any sour watermelon in there, or are we good?
No. Is that... All right.
From the wonderful world of sports, Radio Sports Scoreboard.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
So we had a Cowboy game.
Yeah, man.
Any sports notes from the Cowboy game? Live?
Yeah, I'll do my standard preseason is preseason, but it was really what?
That's all right.
What happened?
Clayton was following me. I was looking at him being at the game type thing.
Oh, live. Okay.
But yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I don't know. Joe Milton looks totally different. I feel like it's a pretty obvious deal where guys who function primarily because they have a lot of raw skill and they can throw the ball hard and far and they run pretty fast. Once they get the basics of an offensive system down and the timing and the logistics of just getting from point A to point B, if they can get that part down, I feel like it allows them to play off structure and off script way better. Like, I think that usually if you think about the way a football play is set up, at the end, there's only one guy left. If everything works out, you know, you should be running if you're a quarterback after you've done all of your progressions. Because if you take off after your second read, there's still guys running pass patterns to where you need to go. Mm-hmm. The play is set up for if you're going to take off, you take off at the end. So that there's lanes now. Everybody's back is turned, you're gone. I think sometimes these guys who are super athletic and don't really learn how to play quarterback, when they're young, they know they can get out of it, so they're 1 or 2 reads and go, except now you're running into NFL players. That worked in college, it will not work in the NFL. Mm-hmm. And so to me, that's what you saw as a guy who, maybe he's a career backup, but last year I didn't think he was a career backup. And then you kind of have to check yourself.
You didn't even think he was that high?
No.
Okay.
I mean, to me, it seemed like there was a drop-off in just expectation of down-to-down production from Cooper Rush. And you remember, then now you got to remember, like, Joe Milton was drafted in 2024. He's a 6th-round pick. He was good in college because he was a freak for a year, but he's very, very raw. And then I was listening to somebody was talking about an interview they did with Sam Darnold over the weekend. And he's like, yeah, I didn't learn how to play quarterback till I got to San Francisco. Like, the Jets drafted me. I didn't know anything the first few years of my career.
And that's probably also then a
Manziel, whoever.
but a victim of it's in a sense the same thing I was saying about Paige Beckers and because we want to be the NBA and I see that they make moves to make LeBron happy. Okay, so I just need to do stuff that'll make my star happy. So they're going to draft the wrong player. Same thing with wait, what were you just talking about?
As far as the quarterbacks, Darnold, like they want him to be
Darnold.
the star, so they just throw you
Right.
in.
So they immediately treat you, and I said this with Jameis. They give him the keys to the franchise and like, whatever you need, sir. Instead of even if you're the number 1 overall pick, you're going to be you're going to have to learn a lot. Like Peyton Manning got his ass kicked.
It just doesn't. It's so.
You have to learn.
Who's gonna give you that time now?
But I don't think back then they were saying, Peyton Manning, how do you want to play this? They were teaching they were helping Peyton Manning become the quarterback. Whereas now you draft a quarterback number 1 overall and you're a Browns, you're the Jets, you're just one of these dumb franchises that doesn't have their shit together. And you're just thinking, oh, cool, I got it. How do they deal with the great quarterbacks? Oh, okay, I'll do that with him. What do you need? And everything, we roll out the red carpet for you, and you get to make all the decisions. And we're not going to tell you things because you're the number 1 overall draft pick who's going to get us out of this mess. That's just not. I mean, football's different.
No, and I think that's why we're seeing the resurgence of the mid-career quarterback is because they've bounced around a few times and now they've learned because the team that drafted them in the top 10 sucked ass, and now they've had a little journey and learned how to play quarterback, at different teams. And so I'm not saying Joe Milton didn't get anything in New England. He was only there for a year. He did play at 2 or 3 colleges. It just, to me, last year he looked like he didn't have a clue what he was doing. And the other night, man, he just runs a very clean operation and was on time.
So we're going to credit Shoddy, right? Credit
Shoddy, Dak, to an extent.
Just the Cowboys.
Time. So I don't know. I still think that for the most part,
because they kind of had to rein him in, right?
Big time. I feel like last year that was the problem, is that he's like I'm balling, and it's like it is not Joe Milton time. And the other night, it felt like he was playing regular football, but every now and then he'd be like, watch this. And that's what you want. And I don't know that you'll ever feel like you can win games without Dak, but you should. If you have 3 first-round picks on your offensive line, CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, and running backs and a tight end you believe in, it should not be the case that your season is hung if you lose your quarterback for a month.
Oddly enough, it wasn't the case if they had Cooper Rush. He was able to.
It's true.
He was able to come in and win some games, though, because like what you said. If you needed a full year of Cooper Rush, I don't think that would work. But he was good enough that you need to play 3 games with Cooper Rush. He could probably win 2 of them.
And it's crazy to come away after a half and a half and say that now I feel that way about Joe Milton, but that's really all you have to go on. So that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, his stats are great. He looked good. That's been the MO is we just need him to. It's like a lot of big arm quarterbacks. We need him to just understand a 4 or 5 yard gain's good.
Yeah,
It's a gain. It's moving forward. Like, do you have the patience? Does Patrick Mahomes have the patience to?
I'll take that.
To not go for that big play.
F you.
Whereas, I guess a guy like Joe Milton has always just had success. Living on just his arm.
It's a big, big transition. And yeah, I'm sorry, I got excited when you said live. I watched the game live Saturday night. A lot of people were complaining.
Oh, that's why.
It was so late. But to me, I'm like, all right, this is perfect. And it was a lot of fun for a preseason game. And I think a lot of it is just the newness. There's a lot of newness. Even though it's Shoddy's second year, the defense feels way different. So you're overreacting to everything they do. Like, ooh.
Well, and that's the thing to worry about this year, I think. Because when you say it's Shoddy's second year, I think that's a real positive. I think a lot of times it takes a little while to get adjusted, and I think he's different this year as a head coach, just knowing what he's been through. And that might be the case for this defense. Like, I don't know that the expectations should be too high this year.
The only thing
But I think
I would
next
offer
year,
is just that it is different players than they started the year with last year. I think that they got a half of a year last year.
but I mean, even
almost feel
Christian
like.
Parker, it's going to be his first year.
Yeah, and
There are going to be some mistakes. Christian Parker, when he's a head coach, will say, boy, yeah, that first year I was ever a coordinator, I did make mistakes that
you're hoping that you aggregate and bake in all the mistakes, all the failure, and you shake out, you have a 15th overall defense, which would be...
That would be incredible.
Incredible.
If they were the 15th overall defense.
And I think they're capable of that. I'm not sure how much more than that,
I wonder.
but I think that...
See, I don't know what... I truly don't buy all the Von Miller stuff that he's going to get 9
I haven't even
sacks.
thought about Von Miller. My thing is more, I think that if you follow the league, you see this every Sunday where a team, you're like, how did they get, where did this guy come from? And it's a linebacker or an edge or a corner, and it's like, oh, they drafted him in the second round 2 years ago. You just hadn't been thinking about him. He hadn't really been playing, hadn't been coming along, and then boom, that guy's, a perennial Pro Bowler on defense. Siobhan Revell's a third round pick.
I was thinking about
Donovan
Revell.
Ezeraku's a second-round pick in the mid. Like, these are guys who were thought of at the time. Revel, Ezeraku, even Barham to an extent, as first-round talents. And a lot of teams will say that, like, oh, we got this guy who's a first-round talent. But let me tell you, the times when they've drafted guys in the first round that weren't first-round talents, they bust every single time. So if they want to tell me they got first-round guys in the second or third, and those guys take 2 or 3 years to become NFL players where Micahs of the world don't, I buy that. And that's what they're banking on.
That Revel.
I think he says Revel.
Very confident. Have you noted that?
Well,
like this offseason, he was real cocky. Like, slow down, dude.
You need your DB. In my new future, my cornerbacks still talk like that. My safety doesn't, because my safety is my quarterback now. But I still want my cornerback thinking, I am God. But no, couple other notes here. We're running quarterback sneaks with Joe Milton. So if that's going to be part of Dak's deal this year, if anybody tells you can't do it, just remember that Tom Brady revolutionized the quarterback sneak at like 35 years old and was hitting at about a 95% success rate for the back 6-7 years of his career.
So what you're saying is it can be done, and it's not a tush push.
It's not a tush push, and it doesn't your quarterback doesn't have to get killed. The Patriots have been doing what Philadelphia's been doing in a different way forever. And the Cowboys just got away from it for sure under Garrett. I would say under McCarthy, and I'd like to see him bring it back.
Probably just fear that.
Yeah, it's all
Dak
fear.
Gets hurt. Yeah.
The Camden Brown reach for the end zone play. No one brought this up on the broadcast, but that to me feels like very nearly how you get cut.
Yeah.
I'm really glad it worked out.
He's feeling himself. But
yeah, Joe Milton
another
hit
touchdown.
Him strike on a fade down the sideline. He's got speed. He looks like a monster in the open field.
But that's one of the
that's a Belichick thing.
Worst
too.
rules in football, but it is a rule that you have to be aware of. Yeah, you lose that, you lose the ball. Yeah,
and he was well
possession.
Short. He took off at about the 5 and made it to about the 1.5.
No, you just have Bill Jones going Dez-like.
Yeah, I was like okay,
we're celebrating it.
Somebody going to point out that this could get you cut.
How about Isaiah Stanback? Why don't you point it out?
Yeah, and I know we're going to play some audio.
Let me ask you about Isaiah Stanback. How did he? Definitely not a good player, right?
Not
Like,
relative to
who's
what
our
you would
guy
think.
from the Michael Irvin reality show? Like,
Jesse Holly?
He had a better career than Isaiah Stanback. Isaiah Stanback never did anything, like literally, and he was like a draft pick. He wasn't just an undrafted guy.
He's
Like
quarterback, though, right? In high school or in college or no?
oh, I don't know. Was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
well,
remember him as a quarterback in
if
college.
you draft someone in the 4th round, you're a huge bust. If you're only on the team for 2 years and then he bounced around a little bit, but then somehow, like, how did he manage to get a foothold with all the ex-Cowboys out there and all the people trying to get into media? Isaiah Stanback ended up at some level doing it, right?
I don't know specifically. Blake may know more than I do, but I remember him getting involved in media immediately. Like, he's been around for a long time, which maybe is weird that he's still – because I think he does college games during the season. Does he not?
That sounds right.
Huh.
So
Okay.
I think it is kind of weird because you don't think of him as Cowboy guy, given
What?
all the other guys they have.
Yeah, I mean, I do now just because he's always around the he's on
But during the
Cowboy block.
year, you don't think of him at all
Right.
because he's doing other stuff. I think he does
All right.
other –
Well, anyway, you wanted to – I interrupted you, I think. You were talking about –
I think we underrate how much pads impact the way a guy looks because when Brandon sits across from us, he's effing huge. And then you put on kicker pads.
And then he looks all tiny and skinny.
Relative to – yeah.
Yeah.
The new helmet is going to take some getting used to for me. Like the new face mask. It feels like you could get your eyes ripped out. You have no bar right here anymore. Like no top, left, right bar. It's just a full open –
Okay, I haven't really
not everyone has them, but a lot of
taken,
guys have them now.
time to look at that. Okay.
And I think we have a running back good problem.
Do we have a battle?
Yeah, one game for Jaden Blue, but they were saying that he was doing the right thing all off season. And they were not saying that last year. So I assume there must have been some change. But
What is it? Maturity? Is it working hard? Is it
coddled in college?
Is that what it is?
I'm sure.
Okay.
But that's, again, why I would prefer – I just think there's a lot of running backs you can get that you don't have to convince to run hard. That's a tough sell for me.
But if the talent's there, then you'd want to.
And he's got it seems like. But they've got 3 or 4 guys that you feel good about. And they look like and I want to play some of this Clayton Adams audio for you guys throughout today or the week, but they're a running football team. Like, they're decidedly a team that they think of themselves anyways as a running football team now. So you can't have one back. It's insane.
They said it in the past. I've not heard them overtly say it, but does any of that have to do with let's keep the defense on the field for less time? That'll also help.
I think that
remember the old days?
Always makes sense. They have not made a big deal out of that this year, but that is, before it was like, hey,
was that DeMarco Murray era? Where they were like, we're going to try and eat as much clock as we can. We're going to keep this bad defense off the field, and it worked. That's true. That was a great plan. We've got a great offense. If we can just keep the bad defense off the field and then be close to average when you are on the field, we're going to be a good team, and then they were. And they went really far in the playoffs, I think. Went to the Super Bowl? Or?
No, but I think that what you bring up there is an interesting point. We mostly think of this in basketball. It's become painfully obvious around here in football, but it's just the way the sport is played differently in the tournament, as Bill Parcells would say. Like, we know that happens in basketball. It's pretty clear, based on those 12-5 Cowboys seasons and some of those Garrett years, that the game changes when it comes to the postseason. And that's how you get curb stomped by the Packers and the 49ers and arrive at the idea that Micah is part of the problem, which is not crazy because they were getting the playoffs and you're not built to stop the run because you don't run the ball at all in your side of things. I think that all is tied together. Like, you got to be able to throw the ball to get to the playoffs, but in the playoffs, you have to be able to defend the run and run the ball.
Yeah, The interesting thing is, can they defend the pass? Because teams like to pass.
They
Let's not
have a
forget.
way better chance of doing that this year than they did last year, I think. And part of that is because they'll be able to defend the run. Last year, they just had no chance.
But
You
do
could
they
just
have a
pick it
better
however you
chance
wanted
this
it.
year than they did 2 years ago? That's the question.
I don't know.
Last year, things were a mess. You traded Micah right before the season. It was unplanned. They had one thing the whole offseason. Like, that's why it's funny to try and rewrite history here. And, actually, the Cowboys won all that. It is great. Does Jerry know more than we thought he did? You know, I don't believe any of that. I think last year was, you're going to look back at, let's say it's the career of Dak or however you want to measure, you're going to say that was a wasted year. That, you know, we went with a brand new head coach, that we didn't need to do that. You probably, logic would dictate you lock up McCarthy, right?
I mean, if in this telling of history, if things have gone poorly 5 years from now, certainly. If they don't, then you look at it and you go, God, you had to get over Mike McCarthy. You were stuck. You had to make a change.
Yeah, maybe.
And
I mean,
2025 was just Shoddy's first year. Remember, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, hey, they needed a year to get it together.
But trading Micah based on,
Playing on the table.
yeah, just being personally slighted by Micah. And look, I guess you send a message to anyone else who might want to do something like that to you. George Pickens is just in camp. But
Hey, that's a great point.
but Micah also, you know, got the highest, you know, the most money that anybody's ever gotten. So it's not like it hurt Micah necessarily.
You like how we nerds in the media will point things out, like Micah laying down on a training table, and then afterward he's like, "What? It's no big deal. Whatever. I'm just hanging out." And then 1 year later, now his brother yesterday just tweets a photo of Micah laying on the table with the caption, "Best thing he ever did to get out of that shithole." And it's like, I think that's one thing, as the older I get, I realize, like, most stuff is just what we think it is. They won't say it.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, well, you guys don't understand on the outside. It just is what we think.
That was the reaction last year. What? I was just laying on the. It was just
eating corn nuts.
It was only like 30 seconds. Like,
Right.
that was another thing. It was only for a minute. Like, why is everybody harping on that?
I just have half my jersey on at camp. I'm just hanging out.
Yeah, that was all good because I'm a leader. That's why I'm here. Yeah, let's play some of this audio. Let's make it brought to us by Flooring Direct DFW. FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ. They do have a number, 972-449-9456. They are great. We get a lot of reviews from them as well. Rick Renner even was giving me reviews of our listeners.
Hey, now.
So it's kind of like how Airbnb will review you. You stayed there, and they're saying you were a great guest. Rick Renner says that he's met great listeners of our show. And so if you would like to meet Rick Renner and do the challenge of, does Rick Renner like me too? He's one of their sales guys. Ask for Rick. FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ. It's back to school season. And it turns out we're getting our floors, we'll get them installed for back to school season. We thought it was going to be for summer floor season.
There's always another one around the corner. There's more samples to look at, but they don't care.
Buy now, pay later with up to 36 months of zero-interest financing, no money down. 5-star installation package, lifetime warranty. Log on now so Flooring Direct can guarantee your installation this fall. Wait, it says here before school starts. I don't know if I can guarantee that on today's read. But it's Flooring Direct, FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ. We now look at the Cowboy broadcast.
I've got one from the intro.
Okay.
Because I don't think you got that one. Just to let you know what you're in for right out of the gate here.
we get a look at the third-round draft pick, Deshaun Barham, for the first time this preseason.
Listen, the most intense dude on this defense, and yes, he's a rookie. Deshaun Barham is from Michigan.
Okay, so you get your analysis. Now we're going to fast forward about 20 seconds to the end of Isaiah's report. This is Deshaun Barham, remember?
On his preseason, and it's the Cowboys and the Cardinals with Joe Milton getting the start at quarterback when we come back.
There you go.
To see exactly what he can contribute to this team this year.
All right, it's going to be fun to watch him as he tries to raise the bar on his preseason.
Raise the bar. That's what you pre-wrote?
Oh, that's what they're going with? Okay, well, they do love when there's somebody's name that makes you think of some bit.
Pass interference, offense, number 45. 10-yard penalty, third down.
Well, Fairweather doesn't believe that the referees are being very fair to him right now.
Bad.
You guys can see him right here. He does.
Well, let me fast forward within this clip after Isaiah Stanback is done, or he's wrapping up what his bit.
Probably had a little bit of contact involved.
The officials are not fair weather fans right now. Okay, we move on.
Bro.
There was a guy whose name was Wood, and I had some comedy working in my head about that. Let's see if they would go the same direction.
He and Julius Wood have met each other multiple times on this drive.
Yeah, Wood might have splintered on that one. He took the blunt of that for us. Kinder, he's running hard, man. He's.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't the way I was going. Let's see. Yes. Do you want to focus on no chemistry? No, let's do that in a minute. Let's do Isaiah Stanback sound effects.
Speed is the name of his game. You see him there, try to turn the corner, almost like Roadrunner. You're like, beep, beep. Couldn't get around the corner there.
I did watch Roadrunner.
Okay.
Yeah, that was important. There's a lot of cultural misses.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Jaden Blue had a hurdle early in the game, and Bill Jones's take was, he looked like Calvin Hill out there.
Oh, you know what? I should have marked that one because
I was like, that was 52 years ago.
I wanted to know. I was asking myself, how old is Bill Jones? I thought he and I might be similar age. Calvin Hill was I've never seen Calvin Hill play. Maybe I'm just not a good enough Cowboys historian.
No, but it was it was the early 70s. Like 4.
Let's see. What's his name? Stanback likes to sing.
Blues Clues.
Yeah.
For Jaden Blue.
Okay. Blues Clues. Blues Clues. That's exactly what he's singing right now as he goes, whoop, over you, and I'm going to get down, and then I'm going to push this pocket.
They were on the air?
Yeah. And listen, he's doing that because he has to, because he's not getting a whole lot of a lift from his partner.
That's a good point.
Every time he does something like this, all he gets is, okay.
Well, he sang for the Mingo touchdown.
Jonathan Mingo, touchdown Cowboys.
Milton and Mingo, steady. Are you ready? Yes, that boy threw the dime.
Yeah, he's doing a show.
Does love a little woo-woo.
And straight ahead, running over a linebacker.
Bill, you better buckle up.
The rookie Carson Shire got a welcome to the NFL moment.
And Malik Davis says, how you doing? Woo! You better lower your pads when you come through the hole and you see number 2-0 with the ball in his hand.
How you doing?
They even got
Tyler Perry.
Even the sideline guy got to do some woo-wooing.
The coach took his shot downfield, and Joe Milton delivered. Tommy Yarish on the sideline. How about your perspective?
Well, my perspective after the play was Kenny Clark gave me a look, and he had that look of woo on his face. So that's what that tells you about how Joe Milton's teammates reacted. He came to the sideline, almost knocked
had a look of woo
off his feet with the chest bump.
He had a look of woo on his face.
We stand Tommy Yarish in this household. That's a good sideline reporter.
Appreciate it. We're talking about my good friend Isaiah Stanback.
He's on to bigger and better things, I'm sure of it.
Tommy Yarish?
Yeah, Clark Kent. I like him. I like him because he doesn't seem like he thinks that this whole thing is about Tommy Yarish. And that's been a problem with people that have worked for the Cowboys before.
It's a good observation.
And people who still work for the Cowboys.
Does Tommy Yarish listen to the answer? Because Joe Milton is talking, post-game interview with Tommy Yarish. I think Tommy Yarish had a question ready. You guys tell me, did Joe Milton answer the question before it was answered already? Okay.
From the grace of God, man, just preparing, asking questions whenever I need to in the meeting room, and just having fun. I think that's pretty much the biggest thing, just having fun and just making sure you prepare for everything.
Now, you told me back in February that the biggest thing you wanted to do this year was have fun.
Yeah, he had that bad boy written down.
So let's keep hearing about Joe Milton having fun.
When you come off the field after making plays like that and you're chest bumping Donovan Ezraku, how much fun are you having right now?
A lot of fun, man. I thank the man above every day.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a tough one. We all make mistakes.
We're having a lot of fun. Back to Isaiah Stanback, and then we'll get to no chemistry or bad chemistry. One more sound effect, I believe.
Oh, my goodness. Makes me feel like I'm playing Mario Brothers.
Well,
so good.
What could have happened on the field for him to say that?
I'm enjoying this quite a bit too, Clayton.
Let's go to, does Isaiah Stanback and Bill, would they just hang out together?
I saw them together all week out there. I think they were having dinner every night.
Well, you missed it. At
Work
Nobu,
out together.
At Nobu, they were feeding each other sushi.
throwing
Yeah.
a little nigiri in each other's mouths.
Well, here's some of their chemistry.
From the 1 yard line, that's Jalen Brooks, the former Cowboy, on the kickoff return for the Arizona Cardinals. This game brought to you by Cinemark, the official movie theater of the Dallas Cowboys.
I like movies, Bill.
There you go.
No, you edited that.
So from the 29-yard line.
There has been no editing to any of these except for the fades on the heads and tails.
It sounds like a first date. I know, I like movies too. Let's talk movies. And then nothing. And then the guy's like, yeah, I go to concerts. What concerts? I like concerts. Let's talk about that. Anyways. And you just move on. Like Isaiah.
Tonight's Dave and Buster's power play comes from Tuesday's spirited joint practice in Oxnard, where the Cowboys and Saints squared off in a heated scrimmage ahead of next week's preseason matchup. Dave and Buster's, come to watch, stay to play, the official watch location of the Dallas Cowboys.
Talking about heated. It's 114 degrees here, Bill. That's where it's heated.
And it's cooled off considerably. It's down to like 107 now.
Oh, that's all.
Really good stuff.
Began his collegiate career at New Mexico State and out of the Navajo Nation reservation. That's where he grew up.
6'9", 309. Just a little bit taller than you, Bill.
Just a short drive over here for them, and through the Cowboys and the Cardinals, they got some VIP treatment on the sideline prior to the game, too.
They were gifted cowboy blankets.
We got two more for you. We have, let's see, I'm looking for, okay. Some chemistry moments.
Coach was very productive in college. A lot of catches at Old Dominion. Big 6'7" guy.
6'7". I had to do it, Bill. Sorry, I couldn't hold it. It was in there. It just had to come out. He's a big...
Oh, I'm sorry. I shortchanged him.
They put the graphic up.
6'8".
You didn't touch that?
Didn't touch it.
No.
Go back and see for yourself. Look, no one in this day and age, maybe you want to watch the first quarter of preseason football, but we're watching this so you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
We watched every second of the game, and here is our final piece of.
Well, real quick. Well, go ahead.
chemistry.
Bill, were you ever forced to watch Blue's Clues?
Oh, of course. You clearly, not just when kids watch, you're watching on your own, apparently.
No, that's you. That's you. You DVR it.
It's just two guys having fun.
No, what it is it's like watching two people play tennis, and neither one of them ever volley the ball back. Every time it hits the fence, and they go, "What's happening here? Let's try again." But I did appreciate that they were all night. You had wood splintered, and then here's Maffa, and then we're not going to touch old Zach Kuntz, are we?
Oh, we never did. No, wood goes right into Kuntz. That should be our ender, but I have one more piece of chemistry I forgot I had.
He does a good job. He's trying to get the pass rush, and once he realizes he can't get home, what do? You pick that big old palm up, boop, knock it down to the line of scrimmage. No, hit you with the Matumbo finger. That's a good play for him and the big fella. Yaga.
So the Cowboys.
Oh, my God! Oh, my God. Oil and water. They've done this like 50 times now.
What's our favorite Blue Star booth?
Well,
because they used to go different every game. We'd get a little moose. We get the playmaker.
You get Mickey, but that would kind of be sidelines.
Mickey, Babe.
My favorite was Irvin and Nate Newton.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
That was great. We had a lot of audio from that.
Yep.
Babe is going to deliver a stand-up. Whoa, a little set.
Right. This is kind of where he works it out for the season. This is his small clubs. He'll join a preseason game.
This is
work some stuff out. Hell, I mean, sometimes you end up with Moose. That's how we got Manny Pacquiao that one time. Is roll him in there.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Good times.
We enjoy the Blue Star Network. We enjoy the Cowboys. They're 2-0, high atop the National Football League.
I bet Norm is so happy.
It's often a very, very indicative of the regular season. Most often, I would say. You would look at the the preseason records, and like most Super Bowl winners do well in the preseason. So very happy to see the way this is going. How about a break, fellas?
Right.
The Dumb Zone.
So it's time for a new vehicle. You can spend your Saturday at the dealership talking to Gary, or you can visit fairlease.org from the comfort of your home and shop for the vehicle you actually want. Gary's trying to find you something from his limited inventory. Fair Lease is focused on finding the vehicle that's right for you. Already know what you want? Great. If not, tell us what's important. Technology, safety, fuel economy, and we'll provide unbiased guidance on today's best lease vehicles. And unlike Gary, we won't pull your credit until you're ready to move forward. We'll even help coordinate test drives before making your final decision. Once the deal is done, we'll personally deliver your vehicle right to your home at no cost to you. That's the Fair Lease white glove experience. So it's up to you. Go to the dealership and buy for 40 or 50% more. I'm sure Gary will get you a deal. Or reach out to us. We'll do all the work and get the lowest haggle-free price. Experience the Fair Lease difference today.
Are you all in? We are with all-in pricing at Flooring Direct. I'm Rick Renner. Often other flooring companies quote you low to just get the job. And then when they tear up your floor, when you're most vulnerable, that's when they start asking for more money. We don't do that at Flooring Direct. No surprises. We know what it takes to have a perfect installation. That's why we're the highest rated company in your community for decades and running. Go to flooringdirect.dfw.com.
Our pros are the nicest. We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
Quality Roofing, we've got drones.
Boy, they do. And they're going to take those drones, fly them up top, and get a good look at that roof and inspect it.
They will. I never knew that until you told me last week.
The whole lead up.
I was last week years old when you told me that Quality Roofing has drones. But yes, apparently the insurance companies recommend you get your roof inspected Twice a year? I think that's a little ridiculous. Let's at least make it once, though.
But the drone makes sense now, though. Because if you're going to be going up there, once, twice a year?
Yeah.
You're going to need a drone for that.
QualisGC.com. They're great. They're great with listeners of our show. We've had, tons of people just come up to us and tell us how awesome the experience was with Qualis. I don't have to have anybody to tell me how awesome my experience was. They put a new roof on my house. I wasn't sure if I needed one. I knew that we haven't had a new roof in over a decade. And they went up there, inspected it, and they're like, yeah, you got a lot of hail damage here, man. So we'll take care of it. They took care of everything. They dealt with the insurance company for us. I didn't have to do all the calls on that end, and all we paid is the deductible. So Qualis Roofing, go to QualisGC.com. Do they have a number?
They do. The phone number is 817-500-9008, and all of those are interesting copy points. But there's one final one.
That's where he was leading you guys in it.
It doesn't matter.
Qualis Roofing, we've got drones.
Magnificent.
James Harden.
James Harden had his jersey number retired by a Houston strip club after he spent $1 million in one night.
Chuck Knobloch.
Chuck Knobloch once had the yips, threw a ball into the stands, and hit Keith Olbermann's mom in the face.
Do you like sports, entertainment, and obsessively noting the minor transgressions of famous people? You'd be at home with The Dumb Zone, weeknights at 9 on Fox 4+.
We're going to throw a shot in this before we left.
Awesome, let's do it.
What do you think?
Couldn't hurt. Glutathione is great. Let's do some shots.
All right.
Shots.
Yeah.
Glutathione shot.
Take a shot.
Yeah.
So glutathione, I recommend doing in the glute only because it's not as comfortable with the injection.
The glute?
Yes.
The butt?
Yes. We'll face my computer.
Is this going to hurt?
It's not going to be as comfortable. Glutathione is kept cold in the fridge, and I think it is a little spicy, just from personal experience.
So you've had this?
I have had this.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Hear that bell just rang out there.
All done.
Do I have to pull it up now?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
I believe in the future, but not today.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Ooh. I'm so detoxed.
Do you have any questions for me?
Quick one. Do you smoke cigarettes?
No.
Okay.
Rachel, by the way, is in studio here, and during the break, did the worst thing she could ever do, which was tell us how, you know what, I should have jumped in on that Trident spot you guys did before, because I just had him out to, like, what are you doing? That's
not
great.
everybody's
That's the best endorsement ever.
Most
why
people
y'all
are
are
not
the professionals.
Most people are not pros.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever talked into a mic.
I know that's not true. So tell us about Try It real quick. Why did they come out to your place?
So Jeremy came. So of course I listened to the Dumb Zone, and I sent him a text message and said, "Hey, I bought a house, and I would like y'all to come and try to fix. I think it's off the tracks. There's an issue." And they came out and actually quoted out a new door, and it was a lot less expensive than I thought it was going to be. I was like, "Oh, okay, that's incredible." I ended up with a really beautiful door, and it's insulated. So the custom garage that I'm putting in will actually be protected. And we got the new motor and everything. It connects to the Wi-Fi. It's incredible. And it was a lot less expensive than I thought it was going to be. And I've actually referred them, because of what I do for a living, to several of our clients that when they are buying a house and they bought a house, they were like, "Oh, this garage is just trash." And I was like, something that will pay for itself many, many times over is a brand new garage door and a new motor, hooks up to the Wi-Fi. So if you leave the house, you can close it. And I'm so glad that we did it. It's incredible. So that's my little piece there. So thank you, Trident. Y'all did an incredible job.
Is somebody in there? Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Sir!
I don't know if I'm okay.
Can you get out for me?
I'm hurting. Let me get my phone. I gotta call somebody.
All right. Yeah, we're calling Elliot.
Before you call the insurance company, call Frankel first. Frankel and Frankel. Call 214 or 817 all threes.
This is the best time to get your pool cleaned. It's spring. Everybody's getting ready to jump in the pool. I'm sure you guys did some of that this weekend.
I've only had one cleaning done, so this is all I can speak to. But I will tell you that no BS, my wife came home and said, this is the cleanest our pool has ever been. And we had a guy, and it's about the same price. I thought he was doing an okay job, but I don't know him at all. I mean, whatever, it's just a guy. I'm sure he's a fine guy, but whatever you guys did, it definitely was noticeable, like very noticeable.
Well, I heard there was problems with your filter you didn't even know about.
We might have had a little bit of a previous roofing company or whatever, because they had left some stuff that was a real problem.
No,
they were just kind of ignoring.
No, I saw your guy noticed it. I was at Jake's house too. Out of the spigot or whatever,
shooting stuff back out into my pool.
Yeah, it was shooting like the leaves back into the pool.
Yep.
So I was like, wait, we just vacuumed this out, and now it shoots it right back in. So it was like, obviously there was a hole in the system, but
he took care of it.
Your old guy did not notice that, and these guys noticed it right away. Same thing.
Shout out Thomas.
My wife usually does the cleaning and stuff, and she, our other pool company, our old one, because we now signed up with Puddle Pools, puddlepools.com/
dumbzone.
Dumbzone. Okay, my bad.
That's all good.
I think I erroneously said that earlier then. That's way better. Puddlepools.com/ dumbzone.
You like sports, but also humor and local news? Well, then try The Dumb Zone. DZTV. Weeknights at 9, right here on Fox 4 Plus. So what do you think, dude? I made a promo for our show. What do I think? I'll tell you what I think.
In the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone.
The Dumb Zone.
Good evening and welcome to the first and maybe only racial draft here in New York City. Folks, this is for all the marbles. What happens here will state the racial standing of these Americans once and for all.
That's right. And the crowd is here to support their races. Well, Rob, some of the biggest names in sports and in entertainment are on the line tonight. And I'm excited to see who's going to be drafted by which race. Seated behind me on the stage there are the various representatives, and believe it or not, the blacks have actually won the first pick.
Wow, that's the first lottery a black person's won in a long time, Billy.
Yes, and they'll probably still complain.
Man, you.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
Let us promote tomorrow. So once again, it's the Cane Rosso, across from the Star in Frisco, and we're going for the 50%, right?
Yes.
We will pay 50% of your tab. What if, Jake, someone spends...
No puppet.
Hey.
Did that for you.
Yeah.
How about a little gratitude?
Grazie.
I don't.
No puppet.
I just wanted it in the flow.
What if the bill, like you brought a couple people from work and everything, and the bill's like $200?
It's a big sale.
Then how much will we?
Cane Rosso. It'll only be $100.
So we are 50% of whatever Okay, what if you just go and you just drink a bunch of booze? You just drink a bunch of beer. Like, are we gonna? You know how when we would get something, get the money back for a work trip or something.
Yeah, we don't do that here.
If anyone knows that they're not paying for your booze,
you
it's
think
my buddy over here.
Trust me, yeah, I never got that rejected once. That's a noob move, but no,
we're paying for boot.
Yeah,
50% of whatever.
Yeah, if you're willing to go get yourself a couple pitchers on a Tuesday afternoon to celebrate that football's back with the Dumb Zone, then I think we are obliged to pay for half of that.
What if someone comes in, buys a pizza to go so they could give it to their neighbor when they get home? They're like, hey, I got you a pizza from Connie Rosa.
If you tell them the Dumb Zone paid for half of it, we'll pay for half of it.
Wow. I just wanted to get that stuff straight. You're talking an actual 50%.
That's right. Now, we have a lot of options here.
I know. I'm looking at
so many. I got a bunch of good football audio.
You keep telling me Jed York is great.
We could possibly do that in the news.
But then
we've got the
Deshaun.
dildo thrown on the floor before Enes Kanter comes out there, and now we've got Deshaun Watson.
So you had the real Enes and then a fake Enes thrown out there in the I don't really care about Enes Kanter. I think it's amusing, it's stupid, it's whatever. In the long run, I don't really care about the WNBA at all. I do care. I care about it in looking at it as a league, and I do like how the media collectively is like, wow, do they know what they're doing? For instance, like Olivia Miles. Is awesome, right? From all accounts, she's as fun to watch as Caitlin Clark. When's the last time you had an Olivia Miles commercial thrown at you somewhere? It just feels like if they actually have another player that's like Caitlin Clark, and I've seen some highlights and it seemed awesome, but apparently that was like college highlights, and apparently that's who she is in the pros too. She's great. She's launching threes. She's looking wild. She looks cool. Like, why are we not marketing the hell out of her? Like, how about her and Kate? Like, first of all, we should have been, without the marketing the hell out of her, they are at least aware that they should put Indiana Fever games on, unless that's the network's call. Probably the network's call. Right? Because the Washington owner would have them put all the teams on at once.
Sports People of the Year.
Can we do like a 10 how many teams are there?
16? Let's go 16.
16 teams?
Something like that.
Okay, can we have an 8-box on the National Game of the Week? We can't
just have them all play at once.
Highlight one, and then all the players out there at the same time as well.
No,
but I love it in that standpoint. Like it's kind of like they have a moment.
Year.
They have a moment. In fact, I was just talking to somebody recently who worked with the Cavs when they shed they had a WNBA team, and they were so happy to get rid of it. They lost so much money. It was nothing but a beating, and they were just like, one of the great moments of their life was when the WNBA was no longer associated with the Cavs. So look how far they've come. Now, like, Cleveland's getting a new WNBA team, I believe.
Yeah, I know I probably sounded weird earlier when I said it just made me sad. It does. It just, I don't know. I don't think it's funny. I think it's,
no, it's not funny. It's just...
It's hateful. It's like
sure.
You're only doing something to make other people feel bad, and that, to me, is
well,
never...
and it's such a small amount of people, too. It's such an insignificant amount of people, but that's not why they're doing it. They're not doing it to make people feel... Right? They don't care. They don't give a shit about the very few people who are trans.
No, but they're framing it as caring about women, though. They're not saying they care about people who are trans.
But I'm saying, right, they don't care about any of it, is the point. They don't care. There's very few people that are trans. Now take out of that small sliver, point whatever percent, and then the people, those trans people who are actually trying to play competitive sports.
I'm not saying that's a bad point, but I will say
like
that
one
that
high school
obviously
person
isn't working.
per state.
That doesn't work on them. This argument that you've always had of like how many people is this affecting is kind of the one I started with too, but that hasn't worked. They don't give a shit. So we have to somehow find another way to talk about this, which to me...
Well, no, it doesn't. They don't give a shit because it fires people up and gets them to the polls.
And there's no real easy answer to it.
But it's like if you on the other side wanted to fire people up by saying, yeah, but look at these guys in the KKK are supporting you. Like, right? Isn't that what it is? It's like we're not all walking around here hoping that everybody becomes trans. Like, we're just like, but somehow that has become the prime platform. Like, you can't, like, it's like if you're on this side, you're not allowed to say, I actually don't care about trans people. But that is my spot, really. It's kind of like, they don't care about. I actually don't care about the far, far right wing, like that wants to eradicate. Like it's just such insignificance to everything, right? Like you don't want racism, right? You don't want KKK. You don't want someone that wants to purify our blood and everything. But what side are they voting on? You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. It's just even though,
but
it's kind of like
you can't make that a front and center issue.
No,
but you can take the trans thing and make it a front and center issue, even though it's neither of them are front and center.
It's the tricky part of doing. It's the tricky part of building any sort of like coalition. Is you're going to have a bunch of people coming together, and you're like, well, whose voices should we listen to the most here? But I would just say. It makes me sad because this is not going away. It's incentivized, and it's just fucking mean-spirited. Like there's nothing. We're not getting closer to solving some problem where we're like, okay, these people can play in this sport, even though this person doesn't have a penis. They're kind of a man, so they can't play. Like there is a way to figure this out. It would be complicated, but we.
Well, no, you're trying to figure
problems.
out something that's not a problem. There is not a major problem with this. And I would say the obvious answer is you're just not going to be able to play competitive sports. Sorry. You get to live your life like you're probably going to get most stuff in this world. We want you to get we don't want you to be discriminated on housing and getting loans and other parts of life. But with this biological part, you're probably not going to be able to play.
What about the
at
boxer?
The highest levels.
That lady boxer doesn't really have a dick.
Right. Well, that's ridiculous that that's even in the conversation.
Yeah, but her testosterone might be higher than mine before. Okay, but see, you're not.
I know. You're born a woman.
The appendage is not, but that's what I'm saying, is that I don't think that understanding is going to work.
Well, then we should just I'm fine with eradicating women's sports if you want. And just saying sports is sports and teams are teams.
Okay, but why don't we only have the 200-pound guys fight? Because we've decided that there's contesting to be done at lower levels that is interesting.
And I'm not interested in it that much.
Well, but my point, though, is that there's money to be made on having people compete other than just the biggest men who can knock each other out, right?
And the testosterone thing for an actual lady, born a lady without a wiener, I don't know.
But you don't know, but that's okay.
I don't know what to do with that.
But there is a way to figure it out. But it will not happen if people are showing up like wrestlers being like, I'm a woman, I want to, like, I just dream of a world where
but that's not happening.
What happened last night is what I'm saying. Like a guy, he showed up at their game, 100% someone sent him there. One of these groups that's just here to do their thing.
I thought he was just a fan.
And then, the same lady who made the dildo comments Friday night, Sophia Cloud, started yelling at him. He starts yelling back. And it doesn't get us any closer to, like, well, can we solve this problem as a culture and society? It just gets more people angry. And
well, even you saying that makes me think it's not a problem in society. You're saying, how are we going to solve this problem? There's not an influx of people trying to play women's sports.
Are there more people transitioning now than there were 20 years ago? There have to be. So as that continues to grow,
there's probably more people, but there's also more awareness, which makes it even exponentially seem like more.
And more comfort in doing it, right? Like there aren't more gay people, just like there aren't more left-handed people.
Right.
But I'm just saying, if it is something that is
all left-handed people are gay.
More of a factor, and R word. Or autistic at least. If more people are going to be transitioning, then it stands to reason that it will be an issue that society has to grapple with at some level. In fact, I would imagine it'll probably happen way more at the high school level than it would ever happen at the pro level, because the pro level, the market will filter it out. So I just think at a lower level, this is something that we have to figure out.
It is funny trying to identify this problem that might be a problem in 10 or 20 years if we see. But I don't even know that would be the case.
And
like I said, though, you're probably not going to be able to play boys' sports. Sorry. Or excuse me, women's sports. But you can play all the boys' sports you want. In fact, every girl should be able to, right? They can if you're really good at
if you think about the boxer who was born without a dick but a clit that's probably bigger than my dick, and higher testosterone than I have.
Yeah, but she didn't win every.
But then if you had a female that was born with a small little peen, but was a female,
well, that's tough. We're just going to have to kick you out of the sport then. It's going to be the way it is because you're in a sport. You're not at the highest level of sport. You're in a sport where we have to regulate. And if you say I was 220 pounds this morning, but I just weighed you and you're 223, then you're not going to be able to be in. And that's just that. I think there are certain things that should be guaranteed to everybody. Playing competitive sports isn't really one of them.
At this kid level, though, I feel like it could be.
Yeah.
I feel like, up until.
Yeah.
So I think this is a conversation that could be had.
It might be a problem at some point, someday, but it's not close to one. And to me, there's so many other problems that should be.
I agree with that.
Looked at and addressed, and this is a distraction from those actual problems.
Could not agree more with that. I just feel like as a society, it's okay to wish that we could think through these things. And when you see what you saw last night, you're not really any closer. Very far away. Someone threw a dildo on the floor Friday night. And Sophia Cloud thought she'd weigh in on that afterward.
Lame as fuck. Sorry, bro. Man, and like
Natasha Cloud.
In most of these occasions, it's men. And I want you to know that is the gayest thing that you can do, is to go to a store, a sex shop, buy a dildo, come to a women's game to throw the dildo on the court. That is the gayest shit that I've ever heard. So.
Now, who is that?
Natasha Cloud. She's the one who got into it with Kanter last night. Yeah.
Okay,
the player was on
I can't
the floor
see
the
a
other
coach
night.
saying that.
No, but still.
Yeah, that's good.
It's like, you're a man. You
I'm a firm believer in anyone that has so much problem with a certain marginalized group, just come out and say that you're a part of our marginalized group, because that hate is unwarranted, it's not factual, and it says more about the internal struggles of that individual than it ever will say about the collective group.
That's so good. I know it's eating you up, gay boy. So gay ass. You bought a WNBA ticket?
Yeah.
Homo. To have her, I love it. I love it.
So I think that probably, or definitely, you're born a male. You probably can't play women's competitive sports, certainly not at the highest level. And I also think if you are Deshaun Watson, you shouldn't be playing quarterback for the Cleveland Browns or anywhere. But apparently today, did they name him their starter?
Yeah.
And after this weekend, all I was seeing from Cleveland media is, all right, the only thing to do now is you probably got to keep him on the roster because you can't eat the dead money. But make him your non-active fourth quarterback. Ride through this season. Eat it eventually. Why was this said? Well, because in their game Friday night, I don't remember who it was, but I was watching some of it.
Bills?
Was it the Bills?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, because Shedeur was intercepted by Damar Hamlin.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
So unfair.
Did see that.
A ghost. He was seeing ghosts. Get it? Damar Hamlin was dead.
Maybe one day they'll make the Odyssey about him and you'll respect it.
Odysseus doesn't die and come back to life.
So
maybe if he did, I'd like him.
So Shedeur played well. Certainly, if you put it on the Shedeur bar, you might say he played great. And Deshaun Watson did not. He played horrible. It also must be, again, back to like when they first started holding Emmitt Smith out of preseason games, it was like, well, you know what? He's the NFL's leading rusher for the past couple of years. We've won Super Bowls. I don't need to put more tread on these tires. What if he got hurt? Because you're Emmitt Smith, I'm not going to have you play in preseason games. And then that just infected the whole league. We're all now Emmitt Smith. But think of how emasculating it is for Deshaun Watson to be playing football in the fourth quarter of a preseason game. Because that's what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw that that's what they were doing, I actually kind of enjoyed it. Like, as a humiliation ritual, you know, I don't think there's anybody who's riding for that guy, so that's not a hot opinion. But just seeing him embarrassed seemed good.
Because
like,
last
week
week,
we're going to make you work for it, but we're going to make you work for it with a bunch of guys who are going to be driving Uber next week.
Right. Last week, they played him the first half and Shador the second half, and like this time they inverted it.
Where was Carson Beck?
Yeah, that one was weird.
That's your point. Well, the Cardinals did look up their depth chart during the week and was like, okay, Gardner Minshew, Jacoby Brissett.
Is he the starter?
Brissett?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he held out.
All right.
Why did they adhere to give in to his demands too? How about, all right, don't play.
I don't know.
You're Jacoby Brissett,
and they've got
and
Carson
we will
Beck.
hope to lose every game this year.
Yeah.
Why would I pay $1 more?
I've got Gardner Minshew the third at home. He's the same guy.
Yeah, just let him play.
Instead, he's got to go out there for the whole first half, and then here's Keaton Slovis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they drafted Carson Beck?
Yeah. I'm not sure what happened there, but in any case, yeah. So now Deshaun's having to. I did not think there was a chance in hell that they were naming him the starting quarterback this morning.
No. So he played terribly, and they were talking to him in the post game, and you need to hear this.
Obviously, we had talked to you about before the game, like how you might respond to whatever the crowd reaction was. Obviously, there were some boos out there. Just what was your kind of reaction in the moment?
I mean, I didn't have no reaction. I think the biggest thing is, I think you guys know too, and I think the whole world knows. It has nothing to do about the performance. It's a little bit personal than that. So, I think that's it's a disrespectful thing. So, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep whatever I feel with me and my family internally on how I feel about that, and yeah, just move on.
But don't you think, Deshaun, that winning and playing better would eliminate some of that booing?
That's a good point because Deshaun Watson started it with, it has nothing to do with the performance.
Yeah.
Last time I played on this field, I tore my Achilles. And that same fan base, they cheered when I got hurt. So does that have to do with, what does that have to do with anything about performance? When a person get hurt, especially for your own city.
Okay, let me back up here. I'll tell you what it has to do. It has to do with the previous performance.
Yeah, right.
Tom Brady gets hurt, and everybody's, because of previous performance for that team in that city. You were asked before that, and that's why they were cheering.
I mean, one of the worst in the league. Like, one of the worst in the league.
So it all has to do with performance. This is how dumb sports is, Deshaun. In fact, you start balling out now, that team, they'll throw a parade for you in Cleveland. We're all dumb. We're all idiots. We're sports fans. We want great play and winning games and all that kind of stuff. Just take a look at Von Miller here in town. There's some off-field stories about Von Miller, but how great is it that Von Miller's here? He's happy-go-lucky. Von Miller, he's got a mustache. Look at how fun he is.
It's so true.
Yeah, but he has domestic violence like last year.
Look at that little hat. You got a funny
hat. He's got 9 sacks last year, maybe 10 if you want to count that little story you just threw at me. But I'm going to call it 9.
Have you heard any of his quotes?
Right.
They're really good for me.
He's hilarious. He's got chicken and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, back to Deshaun Watson saying that the fans hate him.
When a person get hurt, especially for your own city, and they cheer.
Does any of that make you regret coming here?
No, I don't regret anything in my life. You know, I think the Lord put me through situations for a reason, so I don't regret anything. at all. But, you know, I had different thoughts on how it was going to be, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, sometimes, you know, the tables turn, and I'm patient enough because I'm a child of God to, you know, wait for that time to change. So I'm not tripping on it. I'm not tripping on it.
We'll throw in, we got a force field we'll toss in now and again. We got the God force field. We're somehow going to change topics and go to something else, but then we're going to get back to it, and here's where he gets back to it.
Good. I was going to ask real quick, Deshaun, do you feel like, you know, if you are named the starter, do you feel like some of those feelings that you talked about before, you know, will dissipate and that you can develop a really nice relationship with Browns fans and that you can put that stuff in the rearview mirror, or will you always carry some of that with you? What's your feeling on that?
I don't know. I mean, the only time I feel that energy is when I'm in the stadium or it's on social media. Like I mentioned before, when I'm in public, no one's mentioned anything. So I think that's the only time those people that's holding it in is trying to, you know, disrupt the energy. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a social media, players can't respond back. And then in the stadium, you know, players can't respond back. So I get it. I understand it, you know. So it is what it is.
You're going to say two more. Quarterback job is tough enough. Can you defeat that negativity?
I don't know. You know, it's a mental battle every day. You know, I feel like I get more love on road games than I do home games. So if it is my spot and he does make me the name, maybe it's 17 away games then. I don't know.
What about the fact that you guys do have your first 2 are on the road, your first 6 of 9 are on the road? If you win the job, might that work in your favor?
Again, I'm not sure. I don't know. You know, I thought being away for 2 years and working myself back from 2 Achilles injuries and putting the time in and, you know, being around the facility, being around the city, doing charity work in the city, you know, supporting the Cleveland Browns, you know, hanging out with fans whenever I do see them, you know, being honest, being, you know, the type of person that I know I am and the character would help, and I guess it haven't. So that's why I say it's personal. So, you know, it is what it is. People have their own opinions. I can't, you know, there's only so much you can do to change that. So at the end of the day, you know, I just have to continue to just work on it and strive to be better mentally moving forward.
That's the last one. You talked a lot about your mental health is something that you're really proud of despite all the backlash. What, in dark moments like maybe today or in the past?
Okay.
God, you got to get that one in there, right?
Yeah. No,
How did you get through all this?
Huh?
How did you get through all this?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got how many million reasons that he got through all this. Again, it all comes down to you were asked. You've sucked. That's all it's about, dude. It is all it is about.
Well, it's the combo.
I don't care how much charity you do. That is nice. It can add something. But if you suck, no one's going to care that you're nice to fans and that you do charity and that you're living in the city and that you've come back from injury. I don't care.
Yeah, and even from a moral standpoint, I think most people mostly just care from like, I want you to be able to play. I want you getting suspended. And it's like they're not necessarily judging like coming on a lady who's like massaging you. They're more like, I don't want to hear about anything. I don't really care. It's just don't get in trouble because I need you to play.
Right. If it was personal, they would have been booing him from the get-go for the happy baby pose. But it wasn't that. It was cool. Let's see you ball out. Great. Don't care that you have all these lawsuits against you. Fans are like that, man.
Yeah.
They absolutely don't care if you're going to win a bunch of games.
And I think
most people.
I think especially given the nature of the crime changes how good a guy's got to be. I mean, if they were to start out 6-3 in that 6 of 9 stretch there, you're going to get a lot of people in Cleveland
all road games
being like, he didn't rape them.
Oh yeah, right.
Like there's
They
guys
knew.
who have like actually.
There were some girls that went back again and again.
Yeah, that'll come up more. But I think the problem that he's going to have is the same problem in reverse almost, or to what we were talking about with Sam Darnold and some of these other guys. This is too hard to do, to take 2 years off and not. I don't know if he was a guy who was living it before anyways, you know? It just doesn't work like that. And you can't be a starting quarterback and be kind of half in, as it were.
Yeah, I mean, it also goes to a thought, and I'm just wishing this because I wish he would have he wanted to go to Atlanta, and he ended up choosing the Browns only because they made the offer that he couldn't refuse. If you are being offered $220 million all guaranteed, or you're being offered $220 million with $180 guaranteed, is that a point where you might just say, I just want to be happy and live where I want to live? Why would you choose to just go somewhere that you have no connection to at all? Again, it's not me, but
it's a type of person.
Yeah, I feel like you'd be like, wow, I'm in this stratosphere of making all this more than I could ever use, so let's just have everything I want. And then this could be Atlanta's problem, and I would just love that. Just so Brown.
It sucks on the heels of the Baker thing. And
have you ever seen anything like we have Nico Harrison? That was a white or black swan, right? The whole.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a someone that hated? And then that was a general manager that hated, to where the whole stadium would just boo him mercilessly.
The comeback.
But this same thing, like how his first interception. How is Cleveland Stadium going to be for him? Because they'll go nut. You know how fans are. The positive ones will drown out the negative ones. When he first comes out there, he's going to get a lot of supportive cheering now.
Yeah, and especially the news moves extremely fast, so this happened during our show, but he gave a press conference today. You want to hear a little bit? It's just an opening statement. Let's see what he's got.
Have you heard it?
He's apologizing.
Everyone ready?
We'll play like a minute and see what happens. It's like an hour
I want to address the comments from Saturday after the game.
Now, do you think you would have done this had they not named him the starter?
That's part of their deal?
100% that's part of the deal.
You know, I think just, human nature, just myself being very emotional, putting a lot of time these last 2 years to, get back and, spend time in this facility,
By the way,
meeting a lot of
the Browns have to be so – well, I don't know, because the Browns are just idiots, so maybe they're happy, but I was at that game. Were you there? No, or was that just me?
Yeah, you were there.
I was at the game where he got injured and people were cheering. And walking back, it was like, well, this is going to be great for everybody. His career can end now. The Browns are going to get some kind of insurance relief. They won't have to pay all that money. And then he can kind of walk a little dignity, kind of like, well, if he didn't get hurt, who knows, This makes it, this has to be just the worst case for everybody, that he actually worked hard and came back.
I know, right? Yeah, you never saw this coming. I will say, as someone who's like sort of, I guess, adopts like the recovery mindset, I think it's pretty telling when guys like this talk like this. He wants you to think that he's like, he wants to talk about mental health and about how important it is, but he's framing all of his mental health issues as caused because people are attacking him.
Yeah.
It's not like he had stuff to work on. It's just a response to people attacking him.
Yeah.
And so that's why
he's just working out and giving money to charity.
Because if he was really in a good spot and he really knew it is what it is, I'm good with it, I have no reaction, then he wouldn't have stood up there and been like, everyone's being mean to me because they're bad people. Now he's having to say, I'm human. My emotions got the best of me. That's probably true. But if you were truly trying to think through recovery, you wouldn't constantly be in this situation where you're like, oh, man, my emotions got the best.
A lot of different people in the community, I thought I was going to get, a little different response. But, I think
he
my
played like
emotions got the
ass
best of me.
Saturday.
He went 5 of 12. He got outplayed by Shador.
He was, yes, and he's playing. I know he's playing with third and fourth stringers, but he's playing against them too. You should stand out.
Definitely.
If you are a good player, you're going to stand out when you're on a field of bad players. He did not stand out. He looked like he fit in just perfectly.
And, my comments wasn't intending to go at any of the fans around in the city, because there's been a lot of great fans that have been supporting me. And I know the frustration this organization have put, a lot of investment in coming, to get me back in 22. And things haven't been going the right direction that we thought it was. A lot of injuries.
All right, you get it. He basically said, I wasn't actually talking to the fans.
No. Those guys
not the
were
ones
great.
who got mad anyways. What a mess, man. The NFL is great. Just great.
It really is. Also great, Poncho. Did you wear one this weekend to the game?
Was big for me on our trip. You know why? Because I don't want to have to iron. I set up and ironed one day for my pants and realized this is not me. But with Poncho, you rarely need an iron. It stays wrinkle-free, the wick away if you're a sweaty boy, so you're not pitting out. It's got UPF 50 in it.
Boy, what if you can get a Poncho wife, wrinkle-free? They would never age. Wouldn't that be great?
Wick away.
Yeah. Does that mean she's all smooth?
I actually saw on their website the other day, and some people were claiming this as maybe they were bothered by this. But Poncho, it's hunting season, Clayton. Poncho has a safety orange long sleeve shirt called the Dick Cheney.
Really? All right.
And you'll get a discount on that at ponchooutdoors.com/dumbzone. You'll get $10 off and free shipping on your first order. ponchooutdoors.com/dumbzone. The perfect shirt for fall. They got all your football colors there. Really pop at the tailgate with Poncho.
Here's Jake with the Dumb Zone News.
Well, Big X the Plug was arrested over the weekend, folks. Dallas rapper was in Collin County Jail after getting arrested in Allen.
For what? I remember hearing of him
driving
playing
while
some math
intoxicated, possession of marijuana, and wrongful possession of a firearm.
Those sound like prerequisites for being a rapper.
He was arrested on similar charges on August 22nd of last year. Less than 2 ounces of marijuana and unlawful possession of a firearm.
I was reading online that his mistake was not everything you just listed, but doing that in Collin County. Is that true?
Oh, yeah, man. The county thing is... I as a kid, would drive home to San Marcos with weed, and it just was known you got to get from Williamson to Travis. Because if you get arrested in Williamson, you're going to be there for 3-4 days for weed. But when you get to Travis, it'll be catch and release. And that's like, we're right here. How is this so different? But it is. And Collin County's giant, It ain't like you're out in the sticks. Mm-hmm. Anyways, people were mad because WFA included in their post about it that he has often played at Rangers games. Which I don't know.
What does that mean? Why
like
are
he
you
shouldn't
mad?
have been arrested?
I think it didn't feel racist to me, but it kind of felt like they're doing like hey, this guy sings about guns and drugs, and he's played at Rangers games. When you've got pretty sure all of Johnny Cash's songs are just about killing a guy. Leaving him for dead.
Huh.
That used to drive me insane when I worked at the ticket, dude. That
What?
was the musers talking about rap music. I couldn't handle it. 99% of the things you guys say are funny.
What would they say?
They're just like, listen to the lyrics. Like they're just talking about violence and getting drunk and on drugs, and listen to the way they're talking about women. And it's just shocking to me that it seemed they had never stopped and listened to classic rock lyrics or all the country lyrics that I grew up. It was
So 1 bourbon, 1 shot, 1 beer, that's good, but not drugs, right?
killed a man to watch him die. It's insane, but it was like, oh, but these are black guys saying it. That's a little scary to me. This is Big X the Plug, not Randy Travis. I like it way more when the guy, who got arrested naked on a lawnmower that he was driving to the gas station to get another beer.
Is that a real thing?
Fuck yeah.
He rode a lawnmower naked?
I'm pretty sure that's the story.
And
You thought that was just limited to your wife?
That's just the one you've heard about.
Yeah, he was arrested in 2012. Oh, no, this one, there's a couple different ones here. This one, he's naked in his Pontiac Trans Am trying to fight the cops.
Heck yeah.
God,
that's the most naked in a car ever.
Yeah,
It's a Pontiac
Trans Am.
Trans Am.
You're never in a BMW. You're never in an F-150.
T-tops?
And they're off.
Incredible mugshot, too.
You ever driven a car naked?
No.
No.
Bet payoff?
How do you...
You got to drive to work naked?
Yeah, for a month.
No,
Yeah, but, according to y'all, it'd be against the law, right, to drive without shoes?
You've already got to, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
When I was in high school, you would see guys driving like in their Jeep or something with their shirt off. And I remember thinking, I'm never going to be in a car with my shirt off.
I had a buddy do it because he
Never.
didn't have AC.
Had to land a flight at DFW Friday evening. It did land safely, but it was an emergency landing as a passenger's laptop caught fire during the flight. Now, I feel like this
They
story
must have had
was
it open when they were
possibly
landing, yeah.
planted by the airlines.
Yeah.
But that's what they make you think.
Half hour before you land, they're like, can you close that?
Because I'm doing everything on there. Like, they don't just say don't vape. They're like, hey, don't plug your vape in because it'll explode. I'm like, okay.
How about
bro.
the Cowboy flight?
Yeah.
Are they telling you to stop looking at your computer?
Never.
That's the thing. Go on a chartered flight, go on a Stars flight, whatever, and you're going to see all those rules are bullshit.
It's all liability.
I was going to ask because now I've noticed they tell you to not stow your power bank up above and that you're not supposed to use it on board. I did not know about that.
Yeah, it's the lithium-ion batteries.
Yeah, I'll see people on social media or whatever like, don't plug your phone into this or that or this. I'm like, you're what Natasha Cloud said.
And for years, people would give me that explanation that Clayton gave. They'd be like, it's a lithium ion. And I'd just nod like, yeah.
Exactly what I did.
That's the old lithium.
Can't trust it.
Like a FedEx plane blew up in the sky because of it.
Yeah, that's what big rule wants you to think.
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh, this is a fun one out of Houston. 2 Houston police officers were chasing a suspect on foot. This was middle of the night, Friday night. And they see a car stopped at an intersection. This is in the Heights, like they're uptown. And they did it. They damn near did it. The cop jumped in the car, which was an Uber, and said, follow that man.
Nice.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
God, I wish I was in that Uber.
He didn't push the Uber driver aside?
He didn't push him out.
He
It
just
says,
said,
Anthony Baines,
you
an
drive.
Uber driver who's worked weekend nights for about 2 years, said he stopped at a stop sign around 12:30 a.m. when he saw a shirtless, shoeless man running down the street. I thought it was the fastest guy I've ever seen in my life. He wasn't playing. He wasn't playing at all. 2 Houston PD officers were pursuing the man. They said that he had threatened to kill a woman at the pool of an apartment complex. They initially detained him, but he broke free, which led to a foot chase. When the officers could not catch up to him, one officer called for her partner to get into his vehicle. I just did what I was told, Baines said. He said it happened so quickly, he was operating on adrenaline, did not really understand what was going on. He said he'd been in the Army.
Have we never done that bit? We've always wanted to jump in a cab and say, follow that car.
Oh, my gosh.
Because it's a movie thing.
Mm-hmm.
Would the cabbie follow that car?
Said it lasted 3 minutes.
That's what she said.
Better have got 5 stars.
There was one thing missing from this unusual Uber ride, Clayton. A fare. Bain said the officers did not pay for the trip or leave a tip. No 5-star review, no thumbs up, nothing.
That's in the story?
Yeah. I think if I have an issue, it would be with that. Maybe a tip next time. The suspect was not caught.
Well, if you
Wow.
maybe if you caught up to him.
Okay, yeah. You can't demand a tip for that. Congrats to that guy. Shirtless, shoeless. You're being closely pursued by the cops.
Got away once.
What was the ESPN like percentage graph right there? Was it 95%?
Win probability spiking.
And then this guy defied all odds.
I know the cops had the momentum.
I saw this story out of San Antonio, and it made me laugh because I'm a bad guy. But in addition to having like international spelling competitions, did you guys know that we have something called the Braille Challenge? An international academic competition for students who are blind or visually impaired that promotes Braille literacy.
Why is this funny?
Because
what is the competition?
You're speed reading and like proofreading for accuracy on only Braille.
Why do you have to only be blind to do this? Shouldn't it be open to everybody?
That's a good point, Enes.
What if I would protest because I see that there's going to be sighted people trying to get in this?
So you stab your own eyes out.
This is a big problem in America, or it's going to be. So can I get you out to the polls to
mobilize for this?
Yeah, just stop all the people.
Well, no, I thought
trying
it was
to win
funny
this.
because even though it's a different part of the continent, this competition was still won by a Chinese woman from San Antonio.
Wow.
She moved to San Antonio as a child because of the care for blindness, and still just smoked everyone. We just don't have a shot.
That makes sense.
Sighted, unsighted, they're outspelling us.
That
boys.
makes sense to have the place, the international place where you go to deal with your blindness in a place that looks like shit.
Yeah, right. You're not missing much. Trust me. Everyone else here is kind of like, I wish I didn't see this.
Yeah.
And then finally, Jerry.
There's the
would
Alamo.
never.
Oh, it's huge. It's great.
Trust
if
us.
you could only
you couldn't
see
even
that.
imagine how big it is.
Yeah.
Basement.
There's not a Fuddruckers across the street.
No.
Jed York, who is the owner of the San Francisco 49ers. He was arrested and charged initially with solicitation of prostitution over the weekend. This was in East Palestine, Ohio.
Ohio.
Perhaps Palestine.
Where is it? Let's see.
It looks like it's in the sticks. He's from Youngstown.
Okay.
Went to Notre Dame, so, I mean, I imagine he's back in that part of the world pretty often.
Who were there? The other, DeBartolo, right?
Yeah, DeBartolo and John York.
Because DeBartolo is from Youngstown.
They're all from there.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think they're related, too. He might be DeBartolo's nephew or something. But he's a family owner. He did not do this on his own. He's 46 years old. He was arrested, and the details that are coming out about this are, I mean, I feel like they're below Robert Kraft. Like, we know a lot of stuff you hear about Jerry. You don't see a lot of it. But in this case, he was arrested at 9:30 a.m. yesterday morning, and it lists the location of the police report as Wheat Hill Mobile Home Community off of State Route 170. And I've seen the photos, and it's exactly what you think it is. It is a mobile home park in Ohio.
Boy, that's very beaten over there.
It looks like Appalachia. It might as well be.
Yeah, no, I mean, Youngstown is beaten, but you would be like, oh, that's the big city.
Dude. Court
East
records,
Palestine.
he got sentenced to 2 days in jail, which I guess they revised it down to 1. They've revised it down to disorderly conduct, but, dude, I just have so many questions about how you end up in that spot. I mean, obviously, horny is where it starts, but Jerry's horny. There's so many bad decisions being made here. But again, as we were talking about off the air, I guess it's just the juice.
The Bulldogs.
Youngstown, you ever have to apologize to them?
East Palestine High School.
Okay.
I just wanted to play Blake's game.
Because, Robert Kraft, I've told you guys, he was in a massage parlor that is very, suburban shopping center. There's a Taco Bell and an Outback in the parking lot of Orchids of Asia. It's next to a Kroger. It's not... It's not even in the
mall,
hood.
Right?
Yeah, it's not like you're like, oh, I'm in a bad part of town. And that's where Robert Kraft was the morning of the AFC Championship game. So I don't know if this
That's
guy...
a high-stress
Did
day.
this guy go book this lady in the morning? Did he fall asleep there the night before?
That's interesting. The
Like, what
9:30
happened?
a.m., I'm kind of with him on that these days. I like doing stuff in the morning.
Yeah?
They arrested my softball teammate on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, but his act had been committed earlier. This is not an investigation where they went and arrested Jed York a week later on Sunday morning. He was at this hooker's
trailer park
on Sunday morning.
Maybe he had bought her a nice trailer.
God, man.
And he found her on the street.
I love it.
She's probably doing everything, right? She certainly, there's no
She's
holds.
in a trailer. Is she in a position to...
That's what I'm saying.
God bless. All right.
The Dumb Zone News. Like and subscribe.
Happy birthday. Thank you.
Viewer mail birthdays brought to us by Community Mechanical. Man, you need them now.
Good Lord. Now more than ever, folks.
That's right. That's our HVAC company. And it's really hot.
You can make it your HVAC company. That's what Brandon Aubrey did. He had a similar community experience where there was something going on with his AC unit. Calls a couple other companies. They come out and they say, this is going to be thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. We got to replace everything. You might have to move out for a couple days. Community went over to Brandon Aubrey's house, fixed it for a few $100, and now they have a customer for life. CommunityDFW.com, 469-667-7290. Ask them about that preventative maintenance. That's the key here. And,
PM.
Once you get involved with that PM, if you need repairs, they'll give you a discount. You do get a new system. You get a sit-in. It is CommunityDFW.com, 469-667-7290.
So we have viewer mail birthdays. Oh.
Community Mechanical. Travis and the team real cool. You don't want your house to explode. Don't be a bitch, so pick up the phone. Dan almost died.
Jed York began his career as a financial analyst for Guggenheim, which has been in the news lately.
What are they?
Well, I think in some ways they're going to need to help Mark Walters come up with about $12 billion more dollars. That's his company. He's the CEO of Guggenheim. So, just a bunch of guys on the up and up.
I saw Stan Kasten come out, firmly said they will not be selling the Dodgers. For what
Good
that's
luck.
worth. I have Gluten Tag Sports Furor. Today, Sunday, is the Herm Edwards birthday of my brother Justin. D1 number 289. His leaders are Dingu and Thomas Charles. More Sarah Hepola. Less Sarah Hepola. Oh, Sarah with the H. What does that mean? Much love from Martin. He is number 155.
That's on the docket for us
What?
to. She would like to appear on the show. See what I did there?
Let's get her on.
She has issues with us.
With us?
I don't know. She's a woman.
Can't have. What would you have? How could you have an issue with the perfect group of guys?
No, I'll spoil it a little bit. I have no idea why, but she texted me and she was like, "Can I come on and talk about the movie Grease with you guys?" And I said,
The answer is yes.
You have
I love
unfortunately come to the right place. Both of my co-hosts.
Did you tell her Grease is the word?
I said Dan and Blake would be happy to talk to you about Grease.
Thanks, Blake. You knew that was a killer joke. You can
Yeah.
use that Saturday if you want.
I'll try.
Dan, your number one DF and official physician's assistant of the show, Matt Booty,
Yeah.
is celebrating his Alfred Morris birthday tomorrow. Ooh, this could be tomorrow or today. Well, let's just celebrate Matt right now. He has been busy starting his new medical weight loss practice, but never misses an epi of DZ and is at every live show. If he's at every live show, he'll be there tomorrow at Cane Rosso.
I'd say there's a pretty good chance.
Getting half off his pizza.
Which he'll eat. He taught me how to eat, kind of.
What?
Yeah. Like, that you can eat kind of whatever you want if you eat it when at the right times. He's a nutritionist, and he used to be fat.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not fat, but...
Fat Matt?
Yeah.
Did they call him?
Old Fat Matt. He's one of the best dudes. I went
One
to,
of the best. Whoa, all these claims
Dude,
are coming out about this guy.
It's crazy when you, like, spend time with people over the years. Like, you get to know them, you make friends. It's interesting.
I've never done that.
But he had an apartment over by, he has like the dink, although he would never say that because he's not Peter Welton. Like him and his wife don't have kids. They're both doctory.
What's dink mean?
Double income, no kid.
Oh.
And so I was at their loft or whatever over off Victory by AAC, Katy Trail. And he was telling me who lived in the building, and one of the guys was the guy who made that video with Paris Hilton.
Nice.
Can we book him?
He apparently spends a lot of time, or did, in Dallas, and would have like giant high-stakes poker games in that apartment, like protected by security. His name was like Rick something. He was like lightly Joe Francis-y. I mean, he lives here.
I wonder if I could meet a guy I've seen his wiener a bunch. Although, as I
He's
recall,
super
that's
weird,
some grainy
wasn't it?
video.
It's very.
Yeah, it's not like Ray J.
And if
That
you
thing's in your
remember,
face.
the video starts with a remembrance of 9/11.
Nuh-uh.
I swear to God. Swear to God.
The Paris?
Yes.
Well, I fast forwarded through that. All he asked we're on Matt Booty again. All he asked for his birthday this year is for more Jake. That's why Jake's talking him up. It's like, this guy likes me. And to check out at victory.health.dfw on Insta. Thanks from Skylar. That's our Skylar.
They're thick as thieves. Rick Solomon married Pamela Anderson once. That's the guy.
We don't have a chance with these ladies, do we? I really just thought I did before now.
All this dude did was get good at poker.
He's got a big giant wiener, too.
Night vision goggles.
And finally, hey, Dan, the lesbian fan. I'd like to give a birthday shout-out to my wife, Jerry, whose birthday was yesterday. This is Jerry with a G.
Jerry.
She's the very attractive half of the New York Lesbians.
Nice.
She's also the one who puff passed the Chinese cigarette with you at the GSE.
What a moment.
Her leaders are finding out after months of following the saga that Angelo plays for our team.
That's good.
The very rare mention of any Bravo TV Real Housewife. Fun fact, there are a ton of Kemp spins surrounding the ones who were married to pro sports players. Jake could rabbit hole himself to death on the likes of Larsa Pippen, Kim Zolciak-Biermann.
They're in the news this weekend.
Yep.
Portia Williams, and Anna Marie Wiley. And talking while I'm listening to you guys, then me pausing it to listen to her, then her finishing her sentence, then her saying, okay, you can unpause it. I won't talk again, I promise. So that's even in lesbian.
You have to be more dramatic with the headphone.
I love that they deal with the same stuff.
Because I always get the, all right, you can unpause it, I won't talk again.
Are you listening to something? Yeah,
Hold
I
on.
am.
Yes.
No, Croy Bierman, I did watch their show. Remember him, Dan?
No.
He was on the Falcons, and his wife was like, kind of like Beth from Dog.
The dog's wife?
Yeah. And she was super obnoxious. And then I saw this weekend, Croy Bierman Jr. got arrested. So they have a son. And then Larsa Pippen, that's a... Who even knows, right? And she having sex with Michael Jordan's son?
She is.
That's good stuff.
Agreed.
Okay, we're back to the birthday of Jerry with a G, who is a wife of a wife. Even though her primary listen is the Giggly Squad, the equivalent of y'all's living hell, she does enjoy you guys very much. Thanks for the laughs. We got to go before this becomes a zoo.
No lie, I went to dinner with my wife on Friday night, or whatever it was, Saturday night, and she said something to me about, she watches a lot of female comedians, and she was like, hey, this girl that I listened to on some other female comedian's podcast like 2 years ago, like I was looking at an article of the top revenue-producing podcasters last year. She's like, this girl's the host of something now called the Giggly Squad and made $18 million last year. I was like, who is she? Like, I don't know. She kind of came out of nowhere. Hannah Berner?
Yeah, I've heard of her.
Well, I'd never heard of it other than Blake playing that audio, and now my wife.
You played audio from the Giggly Squad?
I did?
I thought you did. I thought we played audio from some listener who was like, hey, see how long you can handle this.
That was...
There's more than one lady podcast out there.
Yeah, give me a second.
This one is huge.
Well, think about it when I say, she says, P.S., you're like, oh, she would like to come in and do a sit-in, so we need to let them know when we got time. We're back in Austin.
Let us know when you're not cycled up. We can't have that in the den.
I was hoping to see them in New York.
Well, I believe they're going to be moving soon.
Call your daddy. Call me daddy. Call your something.
Call her daddy.
Call her daddy.
Call our daddy.
That's what I was thinking about.
All right.
The Giggly.
On to
Game Day Men's Health presents On This Day in History.
So Game Day has a new bit as we are here in the den. It's appropriate that we mention this now. So Game Day... GameDay.dumbzone.com. Of course, they always do the free testosterone check. And it's very quick. I went in and had it done. Also, with that check, doesn't that kind of like... That does a blood test for the prostate, too, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have to get the finger up there. So that's unfortunate. But... So just go in for a free check, and you'll be in a drawing to win tickets, or what would you call it? We're going to have 2 seats for each one of our game streams here this year dedicated to Game Day Men's Health. So we're going to have a Game Day box seats.
It's not a ticket you can buy.
You'll be able to come on in here, join us, drink some adult beverages, if you please. You could drink that or hot water. Hot water is an adult beverage, too, right? You're an adult. You're drinking it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Enjoy some Cane Rosso catering from that week, from the PILF group. Maybe it's burgers. Maybe it's pizza.
Just be
and
in
I'll tell
the den.
you what.
Don't you want to be in the den?
I'll give you the old school prostate check here.
Yeah.
If
I've
you're
seen
missing
him do it.
No problem.
In the full-length mirror. So, yeah, gameday.dumbzone.com. Mention to them when you get your free check. And you know what? If you're already going to game day, just tell them you want in that. They're going to be like, okay.
Yeah.
You want in the drawing? If you've already signed up for game day
You're in.
Because of us, just tell them, hey, can you put me in the drawing for the Cowboys watching bit? And so no matter which location, they're all on board with this. 12 area locations. Mention us, mention the Dumb Zone and stuff. Or they're not going to just read your mind and put you in the contest, you know? But it's gameday.dumbzone.com.
They're not your wife.
Just want that British lady up here.
I'll make that happen.
Thank you.
That will happen. All right, so today is Monday, August 24th. On this day in 79, the year 79.
Okay.
In the year 79, did they call it 79? They certainly did not, right?
No.
When did they come up with the calendar?
When did they start? That's a great question.
But it was after 79, I believe. Anyway, on this day, and what they say is 79, Mount Vesuvius erupted, burying the Roman cities of Pompeii. You always hear about Pompeii. This next one you don't hear about, Herculaneum.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
It's hard to say. In volcanic ash, they say 20,000 people died.
Including that one that just wanted to get one more off.
Yeah.
On this day in 1890,
can we stop for a moment and just not trying to be an asshole?
You never are.
I do bring this up a lot because it was instructive for me. But the moment where he thought that I learned the word gulag from a depiction of war on a video game and not from war history.
Yeah.
Did it occur to you when watching The Odyssey that much like the Bible, these have infiltrated our culture? Like his friend's name is?
Which one?
Mentor.
Okay.
This is why we call someone who is there for you to teach you a mentor.
Oh, really?
All right.
His son's name?
You said this on the show.
Telemachus.
Like to come
Tele
back.
means like a distance, right?
Okay.
Travel over distance.
Sure.
None of these ring like at the time. Did you? Odysseus is the word Odyssey.
Yep.
Comes in any case.
Are you just trying to sit there and be condescending,
no,
or is there a point
I'm
to
saying,
this?
Did that occur to you as the movie? Like that this is like
you're gonna muss my hair and say you didn't get it, big boy. Try again next time. What else you got for me?
He's already reading comments.
I will stay in my lane and not say another damn thing about the movie
like
for you and for everyone else.
Herculaneum, certainly that's like we're talking Hercules, right? Like I'm sure there was some level of his story that. This is why people like it's not just a movie. It's that this is like the basis for our language and. Fuck me.
I'm trying to figure out what your point is. That place based on Hercules? Is that your question?
I'm saying that as these words come up that you hear are part of another word. What's the name of the city again? Herculaneum?
Yeah.
This is founded by Hercules, who is more than just the
You would have thought he could have just plugged the mountain.
Right.
He's Hercules.
Hercules.
On this day in 1894, it was the first player. His name is Pop Shriver, a Chicago catcher, first player to catch a ball dropped from the top of the Washington Monument.
I thought we just did this.
Well, no, that was like 1920. We had to beat that record. This guy's like you said, how many had their face busted before this? I want to see that story.
I feels like it's got to be.
Okay, so on this day, in 1951, Bill Veeck had a promotion. Bill Veeck as in wreck. A promotion called, let's see, he was the St. Louis Browns owner. They were playing the Philadelphia Athletics. And it was called Grandstand Manager's Night. So this was a promotion that allowed fans to vote on key decisions during the course of the game using a placard that said yes or no.
This rules.
The actual manager of the team is named Zach Taylor. So there were 1,000, quote, grandstand managers with the signs in a special section behind the St. Louis dugout. And right in the section next to that, the manager sat in a rocking chair because he had the night off.
Could not have been more cartoonish.
He was wearing casual clothing,
We'll drink with
smoking a pipe.
Yeah.
He had a pipe. That used to be a thing.
I might bring it back.
High school Dan and his friends got pipes and actual tobacco, and we would just smoke pipes.
Yeah.
You ever try a pipe?
Oh, it's so good. Flavor, like, just get a
It can
bag
be
of, like,
a
good
nice little
flavored
flavor. It'll get you a
tobacco.
little buzz, too.
Big
sure.
time.
But we were into cigars, pipes. I bet you were smoking some pipe when you were in high school. Homo. Jesus.
Never did.
Who was he talking to? Could be anyone.
Looking at the couch, so.
I was looking at my dog.
That's a great bit.
So anyway,
Did you guys see what Akron is doing?
Yeah. First possession.
Yeah, a season ticket holder gets the call of the plays on their first drive.
Barstool Big Cat's going to win it.
He rigged it.
He rigged it.
It was like $10 a game.
Still a good bit.
So the fans began it by they decided the lineup. They would write their choices on lineup cards. They delivered it to the Browns. They tallied the fan responses, and they came up with the lineup. The Philadelphia manager was interviewed about that. He said that Vec is making a farce of this great game.
Mm-hmm.
This is 5 days after Eddie Goodell went up to bat.
Wow.
And that's probably why you don't hear a lot about this one, right? So it would be like bunt or should we steal? They would overtly say, should we steal? And they'd hold up the sign, and then they won the game 5-3. And they were one of the worst teams in baseball.
I know I've referenced this before, but when I was interviewing people for my college paper, this lady told me that at the Washington Post that during the OJ trial, she put a TV on the street and handed out like index cards to people during the verdict and collected them to like print them in the paper, like immediate short form reactions. She was basically trying to tell me she thought she invented Twitter beforehand, but she was like, hey, it's 1994 or whatever. People were gathered around on the street, so I just went down there and started handing out cards, and we could quickly get people's reaction like into the paper. Just try and, something.
Love it.
She's a billionaire now. No.
With a podcast?
Can I give you a quick answer on our year thing?
I don't remember the question.
The calendar?
In England, somebody put out, I don't know how to pronounce the name, some single word seal, put out something called Ecclesiastical History in 731. That became more common in parts of Europe to talk about like the year in the 8th and 9th century, but not universal for a long time. So
People just wouldn't even talk about the year?
Correct.
You just lived?
Yeah. I know that sounds weird,
and we're supposed to like.
It's only things were only.
We're also
dated
supposed
by, like,
to
the
believe
consoles
shit
of
that
the-
was written then. Like,
That's
oh,
what I
yeah.
say every year when we do this. I'm like, what are we talking about?
Like we're supposed to buy that. Oh no, it was this day in the year 79. No, this day it was definitely this day.
Okay.
Oh, how many people? Approximately 20,000. Oh, really? They just look. There's lots. Like 20,000.
Now you pull on this thread long enough, and you end up a denier, and I certainly am not.
No. On this day in 1989, Commissioner A. Bartlett Giamatti, the father of Paul Giamatti.
For real, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that, Blake?
No.
Do you know who Paul Giamatti is?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's his dad banned Pete Rose from baseball for betting on his own team, the Reds.
As we further expand the definition of Nepo baby to just my parents were successful, now I'm successful. Like, let me tell you something. I bet you Paul Giamatti probably wished he had a son who was into sports.
Probably.
Not a little actor boy.
Billions. Watch a little Billions this weekend.
He rules, for sure.
Oh, yeah. On this day in the year 2006, Jerry Rice signs a one-day contract so he can retire as a member of the 49ers.
And some 20 years later, Jed
Bad
York
bit.
would honor him.
I just don't like that bit. I don't like it.
No, because, like, what? Why can't they just come back and
do
a thing?
Yeah.
Like
do you have to
everyone
do
else.
this fake little thing? And on this day in the year 2007, the NFL indefinitely suspended Atlanta Falcons quarterback Michael Vick without pay after he acknowledged in court papers that he had indeed bankrolled gambling on dogfighting and helped kill some dogs that were not worthy of the pit.
That was an interesting time. I learned a lot about, sometimes you'll hear people say, like, 2 Americas.
Oh, my God.
That was a big one. And I remember Dan being decidedly on the...
Well, I'm like, if you're not worthy of the pit, you're not worthy of the pit. What are you doing around here?
Like, Corby was, like, apoplectic. Like, having a tough time coming to work talking about it. And it's like, other people were like, yeah, but they're dogs. And I don't say, but they're dogs. I don't think he should do it, but again, like I said, if they're not worthy of the pit, the pit is for glory. You're doing them a favor.
Right. They'd be embarrassed to.
Shame on their family name.
Yeah. Is he worthy of the pit? Little Bodie?
I don't know, man. I have questions about both of them.
12-year-old toy poodles. Can we just restrict dog fighting to this type of dog?
God, that'd be great.
That sleep 23 hours a day?
Here's a boxer, but he identifies as a toy poodle.
Is it Trident garage doors, or are they 12? No, I'm just kidding. And we have this day in Dumb Zone history, August 24th.
In 2021, the article was written that stated Dak is an elite Google searcher.
There's people who
were they doing
that.
a puff piece on Dak?
I guess we were just very confused. Like, what does that mean?
Well, he has to be elite at something.
That's a good point. He is just a 4th-round draft selection. I guess this was the year we acquired Brian Anger.
3 months.
Brian Anger drafted higher than Russell Wilson.
Yeah. I kind of forgot about all that until we were going to have the boys on. I was just going through my Brian Anger stuff. And
God, it would suck. It doesn't suck because you have a job, you're getting paid, they're probably not going to cut you. But I would not want to be a specialist drafted in the first couple rounds. 3 rounds, really. 4 rounds.
Well, or at all, yeah. But
6, 7, you start to be like, all right, they got a kicker. Big deal. 3, it's like there's a 250-pound 6'3" guy who runs like 4'4". It's like, tell me you couldn't use me again?
Yeah, but we got to pin him inside the 10.
So keep in mind, this was 5 years ago. Jake hopes that his kid never drives a car. I think you're still on that.
I'll talk about that on California way. Right now, it feels like, okay, she's 7. I don't know that we see 10 more years of the norm being to drive your own car. Pro or con, it's...
I thought you were really anti-self-driving car.
Well, at the time, I just was saying, and it was mostly just because I was going through a period of time where from probably 2013 to 2020 or 2021, anything that I got excited about and was like, hey, I've run... Mr. Naked in the car. Mr. Naked in the car.
Me neither.
Oh, we didn't turn that around.
Well, we should have because he...
You've done that? You've driven naked?
No.
Oh.
He asked it and then was like, me neither.
We're covering a story. Masks were a huge deal at the time.
Masks.
Jake said he wants and there was a guy at a city council meeting that took off all of his clothes to prove a point about masks.
God, there were a lot of people proving points.
And we've been talking about bet payoffs recently. Jake wants a bet payoff to be you have to go to a school board meeting and get heated about something.
That seemed more novel at the time. Now it just seems like that's what everyone does, or it's Alex Stein. I don't know. But at the time, to me, it would be funny if you could carry 2 minutes about something mundane. Because like they think like they used to be.
School board, or can it be just a city
council?
Like,
Yeah.
I've got a big problem. Do you know where we live? You're here.
I know where you need sidewalks, and I know where you need.
Well, you know I'm at the end of
work.
3 cul-de-sacs. I live on the corner, and then there's a cul-de-sac here, and then around my house.
This is my next note.
Oh, was I complaining about the sign outside my house?
Dan wants to go to a city board meeting to get a no outlet sign further outside of his neighborhood.
It's right here by my driveway.
We already know. We're here.
You're deep into this. If you're this far, you can see the end of. You could see the cul-de-sacs.
Yeah.
It should be at the beginning of the neighborhood, so when you start to drive in, you know there's no way out of here.
Oh, by the way, now that you're in here, I have AIDS.
We're all you've penetrated me deeply. You have deeply penetrated me, and now I'm telling you that I'm not gay.
Yeah, surprise.
I love I love when things don't change.
Well, when it's the thing's
The
still out
sign's the
there,
one that hadn't
and I
changed.
haven't lost a bet that makes me go to the meeting. Like, how long would that take me?
Oh,
I'd have to go to
come on,
meetings.
Listen,
Do I got to write
listen, the developer over here, he's crossways with this guy, this developer back here, so it's going to be 6 weeks before I can even get an answer on whether they'll consider it.
Who put that sign there in the first place?
Well, at the time, there was a different zoning regulation down here, and we had moved that over because somebody across the way built a dock. So we had to account for that. Now,
because we now elect city officials on if they're pro-abortion. Like, what the fuck? Are you pro putting signs where they belong in the city?
Right.
Like, I don't like. They are seriously talking about girls in boys and girls sports more than about my sign, which is a real problem. Go ahead.
And my final thing, Jake was back from his Montana trip and laid out that when they got to the Airbnb, there were a bunch of ridiculous rules. Like when you can use the hot tub, what temperature you had to keep the house at, just like super overly specific.
Which toilets you could poop in. Like
You want to get a good review from the homeowner.
Said there was like a cat in the house somewhere. Don't like look at it directly or something. It was like it's really, really sensitive. It was insane.
And it was all a prank.
Yeah.
By his buddy Greg.
Yeah. And because I used to drink a lot.
Classic Greg.
A lot. My move, usually I'm asleep by 8, 9 p.m. And so the big reveal was like a night when I was asleep. So I just went home thinking that guy was an asshole. I can't believe we stayed at that guy's place. It was so much. We should put that image back up. Because he's a graphic designer, so he had like placards printed. He had a fake magazine made, like a fake brochure for.
I remember
you
that.
Had to like.
We had him on the show.
It
right?
was insane.
Yeah.
He's the Hawkeye of
your
friends. Other birthdays today, we have John Daniels is 49.
Man, I did like a Jamie Newberg class thing with him recently, and it was very hard for me not to just tell him I love you. Like, I really do. You gave me so much good times, so much fun. Because for me, he was kind of like Cuban, and that like he got me into baseball in a different way. And it wasn't like he was talking about analytics all the time or anything. He was just a nerd. And it was like, oh, okay, there's a guy who's not really good at sports, who's in charge of sports.
Somehow built up that winter. They were kind of in a mess. They didn't strip it all down. They were able to grow their own players and add here and there and went for it hard once they got good. He was great.
Yeah.
One of the rules was no horseplay.
Yeah. Which felt like, it's a lot, but I could see it. You don't want to break stuff. This is a nice house.
Can't take pictures. And no flushing.
Reggie Miller is 61. Cal Ripken Jr. is 66.
Kevin Costner.
Nailed his wife?
Yeah, that's why they broke up. They had to cancel a game at Camden one night and say it was an electrical problem because Cal Ripken had walked in on Kevin Costner nailing his wife, beat him up. There's no way that story's true, but
sounds great. Tim Salmon is 58.
Ranger killer.
Vince McMahon, 81.
Bad guy.
Arian Foster is 40.
But at least he gave us his wife to take care of education.
Arian Foster leaked the script. Was that guy?
Yeah.
What did he do?
He on his podcast, Macro Dosing with PFT, he jokingly was like, "Oh yeah, that was in the script one year."
Oh,
I played for the NFL.
For the NFL,
and legitimately,
that became a thing for like a week.
He's awesome though. He's Who Are You? Remember when we were watching quarterback this year? And Baker was like, I was doing a tribute to Arian Foster. Like some guy blew him up. He's like, "Who? Turn around. I'm gonna see who even are you? I don't know your name."
Didn't they have a fan section for him in Houston?
Yeah, the Nation.
Kelsey Plum is 32. What's her claim to fame on our show?
Tiny trophy.
Tiny trophy for winning the WNBA All-Star MVP.
And that was one of the best bits they had because they all made fun of it and took it in stride and like were self-deprecating about it.
That should have become like the thing that you win that tiny trophy every year.
They would take it around the world.
Yeah.
And, like, post it places.
Yeah, do it like the Stanley Cup.
Did you see somebody was doing the and this is a
you
layup.
could drink shots out of the tiny trophy.
Little chupitos. A layup bit, which is probably edited, was people showing up at the Fever games Friday and Sunday, and people are outside with signs and protect women's sports, and they just walk up and they're like, "Can you name just 5 for me?" 5
NBA, WNBA players.
Usually they're like, "All right, well, I've got Caitlin Clark, Sophie
Cunningham. I'm trying to. Angel Reese. Asia Wilson, who so I never heard of Asia Wilson until Caitlin Clark came in the league, and then I learned she's like
LeBron.
Yeah, she's like great. She
Pac-Man pushed you up against a wall.
And then what was the?
Well, you just had one. That feels like cheating.
Yeah, I still can't get it.
And you say
who's Olivia Miles?
You say you care about women's sports.
I know, I do. Mike Shanahan is 74, father of Kyle. Kevin Cobb is 42.
Stephenville's own, baby. That guy was concussed beyond use.
Wonder what his middle name is.
There's a chance.
De'Aaron King is 29.
Is he still in football?
He was. It says Miami Hurricanes quarterback, but
oh yeah, I mean
was he an old quarterback?
He was an old quarterback. Played at Houston. I thought, yeah, played at Houston. Oh, he's at SMU. How about that?
Did you see Ball State's quarterback?
Is that the fat guy?
Yeah.
What's his name? He goes by Fat Boy, doesn't he?
He's 5'10", 250.
Got another Jared Lorenzen type, the hefty lefty.
Craig Kilborn is 64.
Loved him as a kid. Absolutely loved him. Because that's how OG I am. That's my daily show host.
Marlee Matlin is 61. She's deaf. Deaf actress.
Miss America?
So how does she know? I say there's no way she was Miss America. But
how is she famous?
She's an actress, and she's deaf. She's the deaf actress.
I knew she was deaf because, like, at roasts and stuff, they would always have jokes about it. But I didn't really know.
She was in some... I kind of remember her as, like, being on TV shows and stuff.
Okay.
Like, if you need let's write in a deaf character in Law & Order. All right, well, who do we get? Well,
taking away all the roles for those who have hearing, but sure.
I know, I hate it. I was thinking of becoming deaf.
To protect
so that's
deaf
why
people?
I was sitting at the sideline of the last movie she was on.
What do you sound like?
I don't know because I was deaf.
Good move.
I probably sounded weird.
Nice.
Rupert Grint is 38. You know him as Ron Weasley from the Harry Potter films.
No.
David Koechner is 64. You know him from not being on our show.
Yep.
Champ Kind. I want to say Upright Citizens Brigade, maybe.
Todd Packer. Sod. And our Dumb Zone birthday of the day. Wait, do we have a Blake or a Henry?
Blake or Hank.
You have anything for us, Henry?
Yeah, this one's not incredible, but
You got to stop doing that.
Yeah, it's not a good way to start it.
It's just
You let us decide.
More energy.
Okay. Grant Horvat.
That's not incredible.
Tell me.
He's 28. He's the
Is he
YouTube
from
golfer.
Good Golf?
He was.
Oh,
now
for
he
real?
does his own thing.
Okay.
And
Wait, I heard something about good golf this weekend. What?
Yeah. I was gonna. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow, but
What is it?
they put out an ad in conjunction with Callaway that I don't think is funny, but I feel like a beta today.
Okay, let's do it tomorrow. Yeah.
It's a man tackling a woman, which doesn't. It seems like it's going to be funny, but it doesn't look as funny as you might hope. They immediately deleted the ad.
Pussies.
Yeah. I remember thinking they were giant pussies because I read an article about them, and they turned down a alcohol sponsorship because one of the guys is an alcoholic. I remember being like, you fucking clowns. Get your paper up.
We have an opening there if anybody wants to.
No doubt.
If anybody wants to.
Look, we didn't lose an alcohol sponsorship because I stopped drinking. We lost an alcohol sponsorship because that guy put all the dirty words together and put them on the internet
Our audience
at one
likes
time.
it.
I agree.
Thought you wanted imps.
I want action.
Born on this day, now dead. Kenny Baker. Who's that, Henry?
I don't know.
He's R2D2. Who's that, Henry?
Star Wars.
All right.
The little one or the big one?
The little one.
Okay, I don't know. What's Harry Potter for you? Is that a big...
Yeah. No, I was a pretty big... I'd say I like that as much as Star Wars, honestly.
Okay, because I'm trying to determine... You know one of my favorite questions to ask, Dan? I think you've done it before, is who's this for? Who the fuck is this HBO Harry Potter show for?
Oh, God.
I haven't seen it.
They bought all in, bud. This is your new, Sunday night. We're doing Harry Potter.
Oh.
I don't...
Well, I
Like,
think...
what, this one, are your daughters going to be like, oh,
Yes.
okay, and that's why I'm asking.
Yes. My daughters would have... My younger daughter would have her friends over, and they would be dressed up as different Harry Potter people. We went to Harry Potter World in Florida.
Right, and
we're
I'm
very
aware of
excited
that.
to buy a wand and butterbeer.
And I'm not making fun of it because I don't have anything to do with it. What I'm trying to
But
figure
maybe
out is
they're
how exactly.
Those people are now Henry's age. They're in their 20s, and they're like, wait, let's do a show about Harry Potter, because then they'll all watch it.
It's going to be HBO'd up, too. Looks
I was a
awesome.
kid when Star Wars was out, and then they kept doing Star Wars stuff, trying to make me... Now, I'm not following the Star Wars saga. I don't care anymore.
Wait, going back to the Kenny Baker thing, why is there even an actor that actually plays R2-D2?
That's an excellent question that my daughter has asked many times over the last couple months.
They weren't good with robots back then. Born on this day, now dead. We have Kenny Baker. We have Rocky Johnson, father of The Rock. Was he a wrestler of some note or no?
Oh, yeah.
You knew who he was?
First black tag team champion in WWE.
And Howard Zinn.
Or was he?
Born on this day, now dead. And then dead on this day, still dead. Oh, I didn't look her up. I wanted to. Her name is Shawn Stevens Lewis. SHAWN. She died on this day at the age of 25.
Ooh.
She is the fifth wife of Jerry Lee Lewis. And we know Jerry Lee Lewis's first wife was his 13-year-old cousin. Jerry Lee Lewis was considerably older than 13 at the time. Was it 13 or 16?
Dude, I'm pretty sure. It was 13.
I think 13. So anyway, how did Sean Stevens Lewis? Why did she die at the age of 25? Do you know?
You don't?
Was she just
I don't
too
know the
old for Jerry
specifics.
Lee Lewis?
He is thought to have murdered her.
Ah. Well, she got too old then.
Died of a methadone overdose at their home. So he was rigging her up.
Look, once you turn 25, if you don't get out on your own.
And that's what happened on this day in history.
So closing
77 days after they got married.
He killed her?
Yeah. And he was suspected to kill his fourth wife, too.
Rick Solomon, I know I told you he married Pamela Anderson. He married her twice. For less than a year, twice. 2007 and 2014.
People have way more interesting lives than me.
Boring.
Closing remarks brought to us by Frankel & Frankel, personal injury attorneys. If you're driving back from California and you get run over by a big rig, they're the people to call.
If you get hit by somebody not wearing shoes, and you're like, that feels like that's caused the accident right there.
Give Frankel & Frankel a call, 214 or 817, and then all threes. They're at frankelfirm.com. They're fantastic. You will always speak with a partner when you give them a call. You're not going to just talk to their Henry. Yeah, so Frankel & Frankel, we love the Frankels. I want to do closing remarks a little bit with Henry.
Ooh.
As Henry's back, or we're back, and now we get Henry back in our lives. How are things here when we're not here, Henry?
Smooth.
Like, how's the Instagram thing going? What are you doing for us? We want to know.
I mean, it's pretty much the same thing I'm doing when you're here. I'm just coordinating with Blake and getting out.
And what is that?
Here's your chance to explain to the audience what exactly you do.
I make the clips. I post the clips. I write the captions.
Here's your chance to sell yourself to how you're important to the squad.
I'll help him. I sent him the text from my wife.
That was huge for the program.
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, my wife used to she would be like, "Hey, I know it's cool you guys try Instagram." She's like, "It's not good.
We're effing it up."
And then in the last month or so, we kind of increased Henry's role, and while we were gone, she just texted me and she was like, "Whoever's doing this, it looks incredible."
Really?
Yeah. That was her take.
That's a huge deal,
now,
Henry, for his wife to compliment him on anything.
Now,
she hates him,
and she knew, and she was
she
only
should.
willing to do it because she wasn't directly complimenting me. Now, I will tell you, there is a Christian Parker Eberflus thing here, where the floor was the floor. I mean, so that feels like a shot at Blake.
Yeah, you're.
It feels like a guy just trying to put some Band-Aid over it. Somebody's got to do it.
That's all it was, and that's what I would tell her. I would be like, "This is not really what we're focused on," but we decided to focus, and she noticed. So, yeah.
Okay, what are things aren't being why is it better? Just more on top of it. What's going on?
I think we're just doing a little more with photo and video creatively as an overlay. And
what are we doing on TikTok?
Same thing.
Are the kids talking about the dumb zone?
No.
Oh no, TikTok's not. We're not doing much on TikTok over there yet.
TikTok is much different than Instagram and Twitter. It's a little different to get a read on.
Are any of these things on Facebook? I hear there's lots of people there.
Yes.
Okay.
Everything is on everything.
Really?
Yes.
That's how it works.
Okay, what's going to be on there from today's show?
From today's show, well,
are you keeping notes during the show?
Yeah.
What is your bit?
Oh yeah.
Besides making my dog bite you.
We're gonna have probably some Deshaun Watson stuff. We're gonna have, of course, the Odyssey review.
I feel like the whole.
I think we have to.
I feel like telling you to strike
Odyssey
it.
reviews
The
the whole
whole
thing.
show should be
No,
built
we're good.
around the Odyssey review.
We got
Good.
to no, and here's how you know
Because it was
we got
very
to,
pointed.
We
It
got
was a
to
great
break,
review.
and Blake was already like, "I shouldn't have done that." Everyone's mad. I'm like, "No, that was fun."
I broke my own contain, and I know better.
People are mad at you.
I shouldn't have done it.
Post it immediately.
Oh, God forbid you make fun of a fucking Christopher Nolan movie. Holy shit.
And that's why we put it out there.
Adios, mofo.
We gotta go before this becomes a zoo. See you guys for drinks later.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.